Per, we
Welcome
are
back to
back.
our third episode,
We
Lost in
did
Us
it.
20's podcast.
This has been a process.
It has, when we thought we had it, we actually did not, because this is actually our second time recording this episode.
It really is.
The first time the audio was just terrible, and we just didn't want to put out anything that wasn't, at least decent quality.
Yeah, it was really bad. We've been having a lot of issues with delays since we don't record the show together. So yeah, it's been a lot.
So we're hoping that this recording goes well and we can actually put this out because we want to be more consistent and give out more quality work. So yeah.
Yes.
So how about we jump into our first segment, Lost in Adulting?
Let's do it. So, how was the weekend, the Christmas season, the New Year's, all of that?
For me it was kind of stressful because I had a goal that I didn't quite meet that I was trying to meet, but it was just too much stuff going on. But yeah, I had a great Christmas. I got everything I really asked for.
Okay.
And more, I would say. Yeah, I really had a good time. I would say this week has kind of been stressful going into the new year. I don't know. It was a lot of feelings, and I was on my cycle, so I don't know if that contributed to it. But I was just having a lot of feelings, and I was not very used to that.
Yeah.
And even these past few days kind of have been a little difficult. But, I'm pushing through, and I'm excited about coming into this new year. God bless you, Arsh.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
I'm excited to go into this new year to grow into, I don't know, definitely grow into the person I've been looking forward to being. So, yeah, how about yourself, though? How was your Christmas/New Year? Actually, we were kind of together for the New Year. Kind of not.
Yeah. I love how you said, you want to grow and, into who you want to be and everything. I think mine is similar to that. My Christmas was good. My family decided to have a Corona gathering. One of my cousins is getting married, so we did his engagement. And it was a lot of us, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm embarrassed to admit how many people were there. And I know I was just shaming, who was it, Mulatto in last week's episode?
And Regina Carter.
But you know what? I wasn't even gonna go. But then I literally got dragged into going. I had my mask on the whole time. I can't say that for everyone, but I definitely did. Pretty much.
Huh? Okay. Well, nice way to drag your family, Arsh. My
Yeah.
family, we also had like a very small gathering. I feel like it wasn't really that many people. I'm kind of like that person that kind of stays. I'm like that cousin that kind of just stays in their room, kind of. So I might come down for like a few times, but I'm usually just upstairs chilling in my room. Family gatherings are normally at my house. Family gatherings are normally at my house. So, yeah, so I just spent a lot of time in my room. But I did occasionally take a walk down to see everyone and eat and whatever. But Christmas just wasn't that entertaining for me. It didn't feel like Christmas. So.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Christmas, it can be a lot.
Yeah, it definitely can be. And with the COVID, it definitely didn't feel like a normal Christmas. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, for me, it was basically like COVID didn't exist. The way my family was acting, but yeah.
And same thing with New Year's. Me and Arch, we attempted to gather.
Oh my God, that was such a mess.
It was such a kind of a miserable night.
It really was.
I spent
And you know
about.
what the crazy thing is? I told these bitches that I'm going to
Oh.
stay in. And you know what they did? I told them Depression Kitty was getting the best of me. And they cussed me out on the phone.
Did I or
humiliated me.
Did I do that or did
Shamed
Shay?
me into coming out. It was Shay. It was Shay. but I got humiliated into coming out. Then I came out and we was driving around for what, an hour? Which I honestly don't mind because it was kind of fun. I like being downtown anyway, just driving around. But
Mm-hmm.
there was no end game, no end point.
I know you are because we've been knowing each other forever. I knew you didn't want to come out, and and but when you started talking that depression, Kitty, you should come out. And then
Yeah.
Shay really didn't like hold no like holds bar. Like she was cussing you the fuck out. We were in McDonald's line. And mind you, I wasn't even gonna go because me and you were on FaceTime, and I was like, when I take my jacket off, I'm not going. Like because it had been so long. I actually spent my New Year's Eve in fucking McDonald's line because Shay was hungry. So it got to, and I said, Shay, what if we spend, because it had 30 minutes left, and I said,
Mhm.
Shay, what if we spend the rest of our new year in this fucking line? And she was like, no, we're not. And then we didn't get out of that fucking line to like 10:50 or something like that. And then we were going down the main road to your house when it was 27. We saw fireworks, it was cute, but it just didn't really work out. And at a certain time, I was like, I'm ready to fucking just go home.
Yeah.
But I try to stay
I was
positive.
threatened.
Yeah, you were there. And I tried to stay positive, but at a certain point, I was like, I'm ready to go fucking home. And it wasn't like me and our friends were trying to go clubbing. We were just trying to gather. Our friend had like a
Yeah.
hotel room downtown, and it was just gonna be us
It's
four.
only four of us,
And it
yeah.
was just gonna be us four, but it was no fucking parking down there that we ended up spending the whole time finding parking. And
Mm.
then by the time anything even happened, we were like, I'm ready to fucking go. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I was threatened. She told me she was gonna break my kneecaps. She was gonna kidnap my family. She was gonna show up to my
Okay, Archer's
house.
Kathleen. She didn't say
She
that.
okay,
But
but
she
she
did
did
say
say
she
she
was
was
gonna
gonna.
beat your ass. That's what she said.
She said she was gonna show up at my house
And
and
we
beat
were
my
right by
ass.
your house, so
Oh my god,
but even being in
good
the car, it was
times.
a good time. But I was definitely
Yeah.
ready to go.
Mhm.
And I was happy to go home. I woke up really early. I got up like 7 a.m. and got showered and started my laundry because I had
Girl,
done nothing. And then I just kind of relaxed the whole day. Yeah. So
that
yeah,
sounds nice.
and maybe a little, I was a little down towards the end of the day and the
Mm.
beginning of today, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wallow in self pity for no reason. I don't even have a reason.
Yeah, but it's okay though because what? It's January 2nd,
Yeah. So
soon to be 3rd.
yeah, I feel like I didn't want to really jump into the year with all these goals. I kind of just want
Yeah.
to kind of just take my time into the new year and not expect
Mhm.
perfection the first day.
Yep. And I think that's what a lot of people end up doing is that they feel pressurized soon as January 1st comes around and they try to push their goals and then they end up being not successful and giving up. When really you're
Mhm.
supposed to, set goals throughout the year and,
Mhm.
you know, take baby steps or whatever type of steps you need to take to reach those goals.
Right. I'm such a goal oriented person that even if I didn't meet my goal starting January 1st, I didn't really take it that to heart because I'm just like, listen, I can start a
Right.
goal at any time.
Mhm.
It's not a big deal to start that goal January 1st. Obviously,
Right.
it's kind of exciting to start whatever goal it is January 1st, but it's not necessary.
Right. I don't know, it's only my third day out here.
So yeah, we're speaking about our goal. While we're speaking of our goals, what are your goals going into 2021? Well, we are in 2021, but
Um Okay, my goals with this year would be first, I guess, to get healthy. I want to lose a substantial amount of weight. And I think that is definitely something I want to focus on throughout the year. It's not going to happen overnight.
mm-hmm.
So I don't want to pressurize myself and then back out like I always do. But I definitely want to, start the baby steps for it. I have a plan for it, so I just need to get started. Um, My second goal is to hopefully move,
Mhm.
um, which also is gonna take time and it's gonna have to happen
Mhm.
baby steps throughout the year. So, yeah, I think those are my two main goals.
Mhm.
And hopefully making some money. Like I really want to I want to get a hustle, like a job, yes, of course,
Absolutely.
but I just need a hustle that I'm good at.
Mhm.
'Cause a job, 9 to 5, it's not gonna cut it. So, I need extra income, I need all this other stuff. But that's it for me, for my goals.
Yeah, I have like similar goals. I definitely want to move. I'm excited to move. I've been
Mhm.
kind of pushing that goal back because my other goals didn't, because I had a goal to meet first before I can even decide to move. But I'm excited to
Mhm.
move. Um, I started looking back at places now because once I got the COVID, I kind of stopped.
Mhm.
Just because, not working for 2 weeks. Oh my goodness, I could actually it wasn't necessarily 2 weeks, it was like 2.5 weeks because Thanksgiving I was off for half a week. But I got paid those days, so it's cool.
Mhm.
Anyways, but I really just stopped looking because I didn't think I was getting paid. I didn't know I was getting paid until like literally the last day. So in my mind,
Yeah.
I just stopped looking because I knew my goal was going to be pushed back. So yeah, definitely moving is one of my goals. I also want to figure out what I'm going to do about school. I'm supposed to start school in June, but in my mind, I'm not starting June. I mean, I'm not starting school ever. I'm just not in the mood to do school anymore. I just graduated in
Yeah.
May. I decided to take this year off, but this year have went faster than I thought it would, and I'm itching
Mhm.
for another year. So I need to really just make a decision about school. I really need to take my social work exam, like really, 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 really need to study for that and really get
Yeah.
focused on that. So that's another goal of mine. And I really just want to get my anxiety in control.
Yeah, I feel
I feel
that.
like my anxiety kind of controls me a lot. So I really just want to really
Oh.
kind of get that. Well, at first, at first I feel like, I mean, I always had anxiety, but I feel like I got it under control. But
Mhm.
recently, I guess around this later part of the year, it's just been everywhere, up and down, every day practically. So I really just want to get a more handle on that. And I know I can because I've done it before. I don't know. 2020 was a hard
It takes
year.
time. Yeah. I think we all got to cut ourselves some slack because no one was ready for what all happened this year. So,
Wow, that's so true. No one was really ready. Like, I
yeah.
think 2019 was such a good year for me, and I think you both.
Mhm. Me too, yeah.
We had such a good time, and we were only looking for things to go up, and things didn't necessarily
Mhm.
go up how we expected. So,
Not
um,
at all.
so I don't know. It's definitely been a difficult year, and I'm just looking forward for a new fresh start.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. And I saw something on Twitter that said it's okay if the only thing you did in 2020 was survive. So, that's where I'm at. I survived. That should be enough.
I woke up this morning and I kind of said that I was like, "Wow, I really survived this year." Even with catching COVID, I still survived this
Mhm.
year.
You
And
did.
it was crazy. I mean, I couldn't believe that even happened to me. Actually, that's one thing I wanted to say at the end of 2020 was, yes, I survived and I came out sick free, but obviously I caught the COVID at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So,
But you survived
I
that.
mean,
You can
yeah.
tell your kids, your grandkids someday when they ask you like, "Oh my God, I heard 2020 was crazy." You can be like, "Yeah, I survived COVID."
2020 is definitely in the books for like the worst year ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, by 2020.
Yeah. And real quick, can we talk about, because I know like when we first recorded this episode, we were talking about how like, going like goals and like going into or like being in our 20s, how like we feel pressurized to have everything
Mhm.
together. But like it's okay if things take time, it's okay to not have it together. We're still young.
Mhm.
I mean we're not babies, but we're still young and Yeah,
I definitely agree with that. Tomorrow, well, actually, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock,
12:17
so it's
a.m.
officially my little brother's birthday. He's turning 18.
Oh
And
my
I feel even
God.
more pressured to be have it all together because I'm just like, who I wiped his fucking ass when he was a kid. Like I literally changed his diapers. Um, wow, I was so young changing diapers. But
That's
anyways,
funny.
I just cannot believe like he's turning 18. So I feel even more pressure to have it all together because I'm like, at this point, he and I are competing, and I need to have my shit together because we're
Uh-uh.
like almost not on the same level. Because obviously, yeah, met milestones that he have yet to achieve because he's still fucking in high school.
18. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely feel pressure to have it all together. I think even
Yeah.
in the career field I'm in and working in mental health, I think people expect me to just have it all together. And then some days I'll just be like, I have no advice for you.
Right.
I'm just gonna listen and nod my head, and we're gonna end this session as soon as you're
And
done
that's
talking.
okay.
So yeah, I definitely don't.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like I have a lot of pressure to have it together.
Yeah. Me too. I'm seeing everybody move and everybody, I feel it seems like everybody is achieving their goals except for me. And that's the part that like really gets to me. And sometimes, where depression kitty comes and like takes over my life sometimes because, seeing other people do well and then I'm like, well, damn, what do I have to show for myself? But I think I just need to, work on, I guess not being so hard, but then also like setting realistic goals and actually working towards something, you know?
I definitely agree with that, but I think at the same time, I don't think you should compare yourself to anyone because really, we all start at different parts of this race, and we don't really know where we're going, and we're going in different directions because we're all in
Oh
different
yeah.
fields. I mean,
Yep. And we all come from different backgrounds too. Like some of us had it harder than others, I guess. And so that, also can set you back
yeah,
sometimes.
and I don't even think we have one person in our friendship group in our high school that we're going for the same career field. Like I can't think of anyone
Right.
that's going into social work. Like you're going into communication. Like I mean, I personally
Yeah.
don't know anyone.
Yeah. That makes
But
sense.
it's
But it's not like competition. It's just the fact that someone else is like, reaching their goals and that I'm still stuck here in this point in my life and I can't move past it, you
I
know?
mean, I guess how do you know what their goals are? Not everyone even speaks their goals.
Well, we've had some people in our friend group speak their goals and they're reaching them. But yeah.
Well, I just think it's hard to really compare yourself to people.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm not comparing to people. I'm saying that people are reaching their goals. I know it sounds like I'm comparing myself to people, but I'm just saying like even through COVID and everything, people are succeeding and what's the word
Persevere.
persevering or whatever. And like you know, cuz I'm the type of person who feeds off of other people's energy. And if I see, if I'm around successful people, I will want to be like them, you know? And usually that's what the case is, but now I feel like even though I am around successful people, I'm not keeping up, if that makes
I
sense.
mean, yeah, I get that.
Is this turning into a therapy session? I'm so sorry. Let me stop.
Let me start my meter so I can start charging you.
Oh my God.
um, I don't know. I just feel like I definitely see where you're coming from, but I just feel like
hmm
goals don't always have to be these big things. People, when they set these
Yeah.
goals, they're like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna buy a house at 25. I'm gonna own a business at 30. I'm gonna get my
hmm
master's degree before anyone in my family." Like goals can be simply you get up every day and you just survive. Like it does not have to
Right.
be this whole big thing. If your goal is simply to make it through the day and just smile and not be sad, that's a goal. Sometimes I
Right.
make a goal
Period.
just to make in my bed every day because it makes me feel better when I make in my bed. It's
Right.
just simply that. Like
And making your bed makes your whole room look cleaner. I don't know
to me,
why.
yeah, I totally agree. I always I always bring that up kind of when I'm talking to people because it's like making my bed up. It's not something that everyone. It's like the first thing you don't have to do it in the morning. Like you have to get up and
Right.
brush your teeth in the morning. I hope so. You have to get up and shower,
Hmm.
but you don't have to get up and make your
You
bed.
said I hope so.
But when you make up your bed and you come home to that, it's just this very relaxing feeling when you just come into bed and
Yeah,
just and it's not
it's
chaotic.
made.
It's very
Yeah.
just relaxing.
Mhm.
So,
I
so
get
I
that.
don't know. I just feel like goals don't always have to be these big things.
Yeah. You're definitely right. They don't.
We all have our
But
different
yeah.
goals, and they may seem small, but they're big at the same time to us.
Mhm. Yep.
So make y'all
Sure
beds
are.
if that's a goal.
Make y'all beds if that's a goal.
So yeah, I feel like are there any other New Year's resolutions you have or goals?
No, I don't think so. Well, I do have one that will segue into our next
Okay,
topic.
I just want to say this last thing. If you don't meet those
Yes.
goals, it's okay. Like relax.
Her.
Make new goals or adjust your
Exactly.
expectations. Like I've not met goals that I wanted and it's really have given me like the worst anxiety. And I've been like, you
Mhm.
know what, I just need to adjust it to how I'm feeling because I'm not spiritually and mentally ready to go on to this journey. And
I
and I
feel
just
that.
need to adjust it. And that's okay. It's not a failure, it's just a reevaluation.
Oh, I love that. You should tweet that. It's not a failure, it's just a reevaluation. I love that.
If I remember, I will tweet that on our page, which our page is on Twitter
Yes.
is at Lost in Our 20s with an S at the end podcast. Or is it just pod?
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think it's
Okay,
pod.
Lost in Our 20s pod.
It's a yellow page
Yes, with a
in
girl
our
with a
profile
question
picture,
mark because she don't know what the fuck she's doing.
aka representing us.
Yeah, so,
I
okay,
guess
start.
people in our
I'm ready to hear
20s.
your segue.
All right, my segue is that this year, let's get Mitch McConnell the fuck out of office.
Whew, if that's gonna go, I don't know what. Um,
Yeah, that bitch gotta go. I don't even know if is there an election for him this year?
Um, I really don't know because I don't keep up with the Kentuckies.
Me either.
But no shade to Kentucky because we actually recently went to Kentucky for our friend's birthday party. She goes to UK, but anyways,
Yeah. But fuck
but
Kentucky.
yeah, I'm just, the people who vote for Mitch definitely fuck them, not the other people though.
If you vote for Mitch, you're a bitch.
That actually should be a slogan. I actually love that.
It should. Yep,
If you vote for
totally.
Mitch, you're a bitch. Period.
Per.
So yeah, Mitch McConnell decided to get onto the stage and denounce.
The stage?
I shouldn't keep the stage because I figure he's a little man with a
Basically.
little ego. He decided to
Probably.
block our stimulus of $2,000, and we unfortunately are stuck
Hmm.
with 600.
Yeah. Which was approved by the House and the fucking president, which, we don't like, but still, he made an attempt.
Yeah,
And I just don't see how one man can have that much fucking power to block $2,000 that we need right now.
need.
People need it. Like people are fucking on the verge of eviction. People don't have food. They can't pay their bills. Like, come on. Y'all still expecting us to pay bills, but y'all can't give us the $2,000 that we desperately need right now?
They think giving us that $1,200 was a lot. Like, mind you, that was 6 months ago. That $1,200
Right.
has been gone literally the second after people received it. I know for one,
Right.
myself, I received that $1,200, paid bills, and it was gone. Simply.
Shit, I don't even think I saw that bitch. It was like it hit my account and then the bills came and took it right
Right
away.
away. So it's kind of a slap in the face. These people who are millionaires saying that $600 is a lot. Nancy Pelosi, like
Yeah, that
six hundred
bitch.
dollars, bitch.
And you
I
know
can't.
what?
I don't have a bill that is $600 right now. That's due. A
Right.
due bill right now. I don't have that $600. It doesn't exist. The limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi, I just want to say her net worth has recently been determined to be $120 million, and her salary is only $200,000 a year. So my question to her is, where is this money coming from? She's clearly taking bribes.
As they all
She,
are.
they
Even
all
the
are.
liberals who we
So
think are on our side, their end goal is to
no,
be richer and richer.
all
And
politicians suck ass.
true. And that's on period. So,
Sure,
karma came today as we wake up and we see stories of Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi, both of their houses being
vandalized
vandalized, you know.
as they should.
And I had a good laugh about it.
Me
Um,
too. That's what they get.
that is what they get. People are suffering out here, and you guys are sleeping good at home with the heat, with the
Mm-hmm.
air just how you want it, the heat adjusted perfectly, the
Yep.
food temperature, everything is great for you
Mm.
guys, and people are out here suffering. And you should
A
be
mess.
doing things and selecting policies that are in their best interests.
They do. They definitely do. And Mitch McConnell, um, he said that the reason why he doesn't want the 2K to go out to people is because he feels like people who don't need it will be receiving it.
Everyone fucking
And
needs it. That's the
everyone
answer.
fucking needs it. That's what I'm saying. But he said he wants it to be more targeted help, right? And okay, fine. But what about all of the billionaires getting tax cuts,
Mm.
bitch? Like, what's up with that, sweetie?
He ain't gonna have an answer. Mitch
He
McConnell
don't
is
have
a
an
freaking
answer.
him and and I don't call him Ted. I call him Raphael because that's what his mother named him.
Who are we talking about?
Raphael Cruz.
Who is Ted Cruz? Who is Ted Cruz? I forgot
he's
who he
he's a
is.
senator from
That
Texas.
bitch from Texas? Oh hell
Yes.
nah. The guy that people keep saying is the Zodiac
Yeah.
killer.
Okay, I want to look into that actually because I think it's hilarious.
That is so
But that
funny.
guy is actually him and Mitch McConnell both look like they eat people.
They
So
do.
that's enough for me to stay away from them.
You said his mother named him Raphael, and why is that true? I'm dead. Where did Ted come from?
Ted, he probably, I theorize that he named himself Ted to fit in with white people, but he is
That makes a
definitely a
lot of fucking
Hispanic
sense.
man. Okay, his name is Rafael Cruz. Like,
Wow.
give it a break. Um,
That makes a lot of fucking
yeah,
sense.
so he is coming out and he's trying to reject the election or whatever. I'm just like, can y'all let it go? Can we let it go, please? Move on,
Sweetie,
sweetie.
please. Like, what the fuck?
Let that hurt go.
Yeah, but anyways, fuck Ted Cruz, fuck Nancy
Rafael
Pelosi,
Cruz, fuck him.
Rafa Raphael Cruz, fuck Mitch McConnell, specifically Mitch McConnell, because right now he has the power to say yes to this $2,000 that people need so desperately. Fuck Mitch McConnell. He looks
Absolutely.
like a crusty, musty piece of shit. He eats
Mm-hmm.
people. He
He
looks like he
does.
eats ants. And he probably stinks. So fix that about you, sweetie, before you try to block my 2K. Thank you.
Fuck Mitch McConnell. And let's move on. Let's move on. We're
Let's
gonna
move
be talking
on.
about the bombing in Tennessee that happened on Christmas that
Right.
literally no one knew about.
I know. This was shocking. I didn't hear about this until like what was it, a few days ago. Um
And I heard about it probably a day before Arch did because I told her
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, so basically this white man,
Mm-hmm.
63-year-old, I'm not gonna say his name because he did this for attention,
Yes, he
and
did.
I don't want this man getting any attention. So, but I do want it to be known that a white man did this. Now, he said, one of his neighbors was asking, him, I guess he met him out at the mailbox thing, and he was like, "Is Santa bringing you anything good this year or some
Which was
shit?"
so weird, by the way. And we talked about
Very,
this when we last recorded this.
yep,
I just thought it was just extremely bizarre to say something like that. I don't know.
it
But
really
go on.
was. It was very bizarre because I feel like who asks a grown man if Santa is bringing them something? But
Who
okay.
asks any grown person that really?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just like, what? And
Right.
okay.
Yeah, shit don't make no sense. But and then this man has the audacity to go on and say, yes, I'm gonna leave. What was it again? I gotta find that article again. He basically said, yeah, the world is never going to forget me. Nashville is never going to forget me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is already like giving me very much school shooter type vibes. And
Definitely school shooter vibes.
yeah, I would have been called the authorities on his ass. Like, this man is crazy. Y'all need to come get him, lock this man up.
Please lock
But
him up.
please, but then, the bomb ended up did going off. Now nobody was
No,
dead.
three people. Yeah, no one was there, but three people were hurt.
Yep, there you go. And now, I see something else that says former FBI special agent warns against conspiracy theories a week after Nashville bombing. Um, Now I think they're saying, what did they say? They're saying that there were other motives. Um, what else? What else? What else? When a person's acting irrationally, you're really talking about their emotional state than necessarily their criminal history. Okay. Um, so I don't know. I guess this man needs to be locked up. Um,
I heard that he actually died. Is that not true?
he died.
I thought he did.
Okay, so it would not be because I feel like
Maybe.
this story has developed already so much since we last talked about it in our
Yeah.
not aired episode, but
The previously recorded
previously recorded,
episode.
yeah. Um, I think what they're trying to do is they're investigating his like digital footprint, trying to see like what caused him to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like why do you need to know reasons to why he did it when he already did it? And like
I mean, I think they do that with really every crime.
yeah,
I've been watching a lot of true crime all day, so I feel like they always want to know why did you kill such and such.
true, true.
But at the end of the day, he did it, and it sucked. I mean, I don't know. I just find it weird that it was a terrorist attack that happened, and literally no one knew about it.
Yeah, and notice how he's a white man and no one labels him as a terrorist.
And on top of that, it was a lot of damage. Like I seen the pictures,
Yeah,
and I was shocked
yeah,
because I was like, read about it, I was like, oh, I just assumed it was such a small terrorist attack that they didn't even bother putting it on the telly. Okay,
yeah,
but clearly, it was huge because it evident by the photos. So
yeah. I know in this article that I'm reading, they did label him as a terrorist,
as he
which,
should.
as he should. Um, but yeah. Uh, what else is going on with this? Between conspiracy theories and the RV use and the explosion, giving a warning to the public, investigators are left stumped on a motive. Okay. So I guess they're still working on figuring out what the motive was. Don't know if he
Mm-hmm.
is dead or alive, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that wraps up our segment Lost in Adulthood. And when we be back, we'll be back with Lost in Pop Culture. Our second segment, Lost in Pop Culture.
And our first story today is
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Gucci, who recently just had a baby with his wife.
congratulations.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations. With his wife Keisha Kaur, they named the child Ice Davis.
What a beautiful name.
Yeah, I actually really like the name. Celebrities normally name their baby something unusual, I would say, but I
Mm-hmm.
actually really like the name Ice Davis. I feel like it's very fitting with
I
their
think so
family.
too. Yeah. It's got a nice flow to it, and it's unique. I feel like we don't hear that often.
Yeah, so congratulations to them both. I wish them the best, and am very excited to see Gucci interact kind of with this child because I don't know if Gucci has children, but I feel like he doesn't.
He
So if he
doesn't.
does, I'm so sorry if he does.
He doesn't.
But okay, he doesn't. Okay,
No.
but I'm just excited to see him. I feel like he's gonna be the type of dad that dresses up like the child. Like the child and him are gonna dress up. They're gonna have change. Like I'm very excited to see it, whatever it may be. So yeah, shout out to Ice Davis. I'm ready to see your new Instagram page. I'm sure he's gonna have one.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
Every baby has an Instagram
It's
page these
yeah,
days.
they do.
Now, speaking of baby, Nicki Minaj recently, as in today, released a photo of her newborn child. I don't know his name, actually.
We don't know his name.
I think she just calls him, what does she call him? Papa Bear?
Oh, she did call him Papa Bear.
I think it's so cute. And
That is adorable.
he's just so adorable. He's so chubby and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of people are
He
saying that he looks like Nicki. I think he looks like his father.
I think you are tripping because he looks nothing like Kenneth.
I think he looks dead on him.
Not at all.
When people said that, I was shook. I'm like, he looks just like his father.
I feel like he looks just like Nikki. Like they have the same face.
Either way, he is just too cute with his little chain and his designer clothes. I can't afford. And he's just the chubbiest fat baby I've ever seen. Like,
Very cute.
I became obsessed with fat babies after looking at him. And he's just so freaking cute. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. But
Adorable.
definitely don't want a child.
I have a serious question though.
Yeah.
Are we still her sons? Like dead ass. I'm having separation anxiety.
You are no longer her son because she has her own son.
I'm so tired of this. What happened to all these bitches is my sons.
No more bitches. She has an extra son. Shout out to this baby whose name we don't even know. Like, I think that's so weird how we seen a picture but don't know his name. Usually it's the opposite.
It is.
I feel like he's named after his dad. I don't know if that's right. I don't know. I feel like he's named after his dad or he named something unconventional. Either way, I don't know. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Nicki as a mother as well as Gucci.
Me too. I think I'm excited for that too. Let me see if they have said what his name is yet.
I tried looking it up. I couldn't find anything. Actually, I tried for like a second. So maybe I didn't try hard enough. But I didn't see anything. I just saw Papa Bear. And I thought that was cute too.
Oh. She did say that becoming a mother is the most fulfilling job.
Which is not shocking to me. I feel like Nicki has always wanted to be a mother.
Yeah, she did. She definitely has wanted to have a baby for a long time.
Yeah, I think once she settled with someone who she felt like could be a father to her child, I think she immediately just jumped into having a child and get married. Because we still don't even have marriage photos, wedding photos at this point.
We don't. We really don't.
So, yeah, I just think Safari and Meek just wasn't it. And she saw something different in Kenneth. I don't necessarily see it, but it's not my job to see it. So,
yeah, I don't see it either. But like you said, it's not my job either. So, happy for Nikki. Love the baby. Wish
he's
her
super cute.
super cute. Wish her the absolute best in her new journey in motherhood.
Yeah, absolutely. I just feel like, regardless of what we say, it seems like she's in love with the guy. So it's nothing,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's nothing really to hold on to.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are still mad about it.
Yeah.
But if you are, it's time to move on. Because
Yeah.
she's still with that nigga. So,
I guess. Yep.
speaking of rap girls with babies, was that a good segue?
Another segue. Yep.
Okay, speaking of rap girls with baby, Iggy Azalea recently had a child by rapper Playboi Carti, and on Christmas Day of 2020, which it wasn't surprising that 2020 had a Christmas with a scandal, and that scandal this year happened to be Iggy Azalea and Playboi Carti. So Iggy decided to log on to Beyonce's internet on Christmas Day to spill all her business.
Messy.
Unsolicited. No one asked. If they did ask, I just happened not to see it. So anyways, she posted a lot about her baby daddy and his not necessarily good fatherly duties. She posted that he missed the child's birth due to wanting to play PlayStation with Uzi.
Oh my god.
And I had to question this because I was like, is Uzi really that much fun that you would miss your child's birth? I was like, damn, like how much fun is Uzi really is? Like, I want to hang out with Uzi at this point because I want to know what's so good to hang out with him. She posted that she also So basically, her and Playboy, as I shall call him, has a place, and then he got an Airbnb to record some music in or whatever, and the housekeeper cleans her and his house, but they also clean the Airbnb for him for the studio. So the maid was cleaning the house, and then she left, but she didn't leave because she forgot something. So she came back in and she saw a mysterious girl who was not there 10 seconds before,
Oh.
and apparently this girl was hiding in the closet from the housekeeper because she knew the housekeeper was going to report back to Iggy, obviously.
Hold
So yeah,
on.
and she was, this all started because he put in an album on Christmas, and the side chick, who I don't really know her name, yeah, so the side chick, she decided to post congratulations, and he was like, basically, she was like, oh, so she still, you guys are still hanging out. So anyways, the same girl, she had her friend kick her out the hotel room. Basically, it's just been a lot of beef between their relationship, and Iggy decided to um let all of America and I guess Australia know.
Her. Now, I just want to say I always knew men were trash, but this right here is a prime example. You missed the birth of your child to play PlayStation? Is that what the fuck it was?
Yes, it was PlayStation. Imagine
Trash.
this was not a child that just came out of nowhere. According to Iggy, this child was planned. He asked for this child, and he was not acting this crazy until after she got pregnant. She said before then they were the best of friends.
Stop letting anybody get you pregnant and stop having a baby just because a man told you he wants you to have his baby.
I love that advice, actually. Also, this man is the same man who have not signed the birth certificate. Mind you,
A
apparently to her,
mess.
they had sex 5 days prior to that, or 2 days, or something days prior to that. And I'm
Messy.
just like, he hasn't signed your child's birth certificate, but you having sex with him
And
still,
he told you to have the child. Like what?
and he didn't even show up to the child's birth, and you're still haven't engaged in sexual relations with him. I'm
I
confused.
am too.
Like, girl, the city girls did not lay this out in their plan.
This is
Where did you
not in
get
the
this lesson plan from?
right.
Like,
This is not
I,
in the instructions.
not in the hot girl manual. Like, I don't see it. So
Right.
I'm just really confused what Iki is doing. If a guy treat me that way, I don't care if he was the best guy on earth. I'm not gonna continue to sleep with him.
Hell
Like, I,
no.
I feel like that's like common sense in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel sorry for Iggy. It's never good to have this kind of conflict after being a new mother.
Mm-hmm.
He's absolutely to blame. I'm not blaming Iggy at all. I'm just questioning her continuancy to interact with him
Yeah.
in a romantic way. But yeah, Playboy Cardi. He did post a few pictures with the child, which I guess is nice. By the way, this child is not one he wanted to be air. He didn't want the child. He didn't want an Iggy to announce her pregnancy because he didn't want it to overshadow his album release.
Okay.
I'm just
That
like,
is
what's going on? It's getting weird.
it's really like this shit doesn't make any sense. You want her to have your kid, then you start acting funny, and then you don't want the baby to outshadow whatever your album. Like, why ask this woman to have your baby in the first place?
I dare. I will I would think, hypothetically speaking, that maybe they were having sex when he requested a child. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm not sure why she would. I don't know. You know, he doesn't. I don't know. I would definitely wish Iggy the best. He is posting about the child, which I guess some acknowledgement is nice.
Mm-hmm.
She said she's not going back to him because she knows he ain't shit, but she's want him to be in the child's life, which is very, very nice.
Yeah.
So we shall see how this story progresses. I Iggy has been so open recently about her personal life, again unsolicited.
Yeah.
So I feel like this story will continue.
Yeah. I guess the takeaway is men are trash. Don't let men run you.
Uh huh.
Definitely don't have a baby if a man asks you to have his baby because he will act crazy.
Just
Unless
don't have kids
you
at all. Don't
right,
reproduce with
right.
men.
Do not reproduce with men. Would not recommend it. 10 what is it? 0 out of 10. And
0 out of 10 stars. Would
yep,
not
would not
recommend.
recommend. And fuck man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Piggy, but I feel like she's gonna be fine financially, and I feel like the baby's gonna be fine,
Yeah.
financially speaking. But y'all need to get in your child's life and stop tripping. PlayStation with Uzi, I'm sure it's fun, but
But missing your child's
Uzi,
birth for that?
come on now,
That's a
he can't be that much fun.
it's like I understand, but you like why would you not want to be at the birth of your child that you asked to have?
You know what? I think Uzi is kind of like I really want to get to know Uzi more. Like I haven't really listened much to his music, but the fact that he missed his child's birth and JT is like practically in love with this nigga. He must have something I'm not seeing. I need to investigate. Like when I figured out him and JT was together, I spent like an hour on Google trying to figure out like who is this guy. Like I knew he was on Bad and Bougie, but that was it. But um that's pretty much all I know. And my little brother is like obsessed with him. He loves Uzi. So I'm like, what the fuck did I miss?
Yeah. I'm
So
not
yeah.
seeing what everyone else is seeing either. So,
But I like Uzi. I think he's a good time apparently. So
yeah.
um unless he's being rude to JT. But yeah. So that was our pretty much our story on Iggy and her fuck nigga Playboy
Playboy
Cardi.
Cardi. All right.
Playboy is in his name, so maybe she should have got the message.
Girl. Woo. All right. So our next story
Mhm.
is involved with Larsa Pippen.
Can she stay out the news for more than 1 minute,
You know
please?
what? I actually don't know this lady like that, but I don't think I've ever even heard about her name until what was that? A few days ago?
Yeah, so pretty much the story kind of came up. Larsa Pippen, if you guys do not know, she was married to Scottie Pippen, a very famous NBA player. She was friends with the Kardashians. They recently had some type of mischief in their relationship where they're all not talking. Apparently, she dated Tristan before Chloe, which I thought was kind of funny.
Oh wow.
Um, like literally, they met because of her. Apparently, I don't know if that's true, but that's what she said. But yeah, Larsa is known for dating young athletes. She's dated Future. That's kind of where I feel like her name got really popping at. But yeah, she was allegedly this story came out with her and LeBron's son. So yeah.
Yeah. This story was a little disturbing that the media would even push a story like this. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Now I do want to say a quote that Savannah James, LeBron James' wife, the mother of
Mhm.
Bronny Jr., posted and said, "With everything going on in the world right now, this is the shit y'all talking about. At the end of the day, y'all are talking about a minor. I don't care what type of celebrity y'all think he is. He's a child, and the bullshit needs to stop. Y'all got the right one."
Mm.
And I think
You
she
know,
absolutely slept on that.
when a black woman says you got the right one, I was in group the other day, right? I don't really talk about my job a lot, but I'm a therapist and I do like group therapy. And this client said this. He said something so rude to this other client, and she was like, "You got the right one." And I was like, "Listen, today is not the day to break up a fight. Can we just escalate? Can we de-escalate this? I mean, can I I obviously have to de-escalate the situation
Right.
because I knew like it was seconds away from going out. Because when a black woman says you got the right one, she actually really means it. And it was like 10 seconds for going down, and I was like, ugh, I'm not
Yeah.
into it today. Please.
Yeah. So, and I think we talked about this previously in our episode that was, not released, whatever. That celebrities, have for a while tried to make laws, you know, where the paparazzi would leave their children out of
Mhm.
the media. And I think, the children definitely deserve some peace because these children don't, want to be, they don't get to decide what they want until they're like grown, consenting adults. And I think, we should definitely not talk, or I'm sorry, the media should definitely not drag people's children into messy stories like this because this was absolutely unnecessary. So,
I
yeah,
completely agree.
yeah,
Children don't deserve to be pulled into these type of things. Like mind you, like on top of this story being totally inappropriate and really putting off a wrong um regardless of what you think of Larsa Pippen, bringing pedophilia in it is a little too far
Yep.
and spreading stories like that. Also just to be clear, these Larsa Pippen's son is friends with that,
Bronny Jr.
LeBron's Bronny Jr. So to even spread that story, you know how awkward that might feel for these children? Like,
Right.
please spread stories that actually are accurate
Yeah.
and with some type of evidence or background. Don't do shit like that, especially when involving a child. Like, that's
Exactly.
disgusting.
And that's just bad journalism. And I my major was communication. I dipped into journalism for a little bit, and that's like one of the first things they teach us is that you have to have credible sources. You cannot just be saying anything and anything to get attention. Like, this competition to be first has to stop.
And on top of that, you don't even just learn that in journalism. You learn that in fucking school. Like,
Right.
you can't be plagiarizing an article in school. Like,
Exactly.
you can't just be saying anything. You can't just come up with a claim and be like, I said this because of this. Like,
Right.
you got to provide evidence behind it. So just because liking a photo, like, you guys are weird. And
I
please keep
think
kids outside of it. Kids
yeah.
don't need that.
I think we learned that in high school. One of our teachers, he would always make us cite our sources and
Cite every source,
every
everything
fucking
you say.
source. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, please stop with these disturbing stories that have no credibility and are
And
just
don't get me
sick and
wrong.
twisted.
And don't get me wrong, Larsa Pippen has her flaws. Like,
Mhm.
she clearly is like looking for every male athlete that's black, that's young, that is making $1.
Right.
But so is everyone else.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Larsa Pippen, call her out for the things that she's actually doing, and don't involve children that are innocent to make a story to get clicks online.
Period.
When this story came out, it also led to another discussion about Larsa Pippen stealing this NBA player who I don't know his name because y'all know him. I don't need to look it up. But anyways, Larsa Pippen apparently was like, and by the way, I didn't steal him from his wife. They were separated, and the wife was like, we wasn't separated. Like, talk about that instead of
Right.
Bronny Jr. Like, that story, whatever it is, I'm not gonna repeat it. Y'all already know it if y'all do know it.
Right.
And like, talk about that instead. Leave the boy out of it.
Yeah.
That's more drama, if anything. She's breaking up an alleged marriage.
Mhm.
If they was separated or not separated, she's breaking it up. Talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's that.
That's that. Period.
Her. All right, what's
Um,
our next story?
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about the Black Eyed Peas. Believe it or not, it's not 2009, and
You so 2000 and late. I'm so
bro, listen,
2008.
boom, boom. What's that? What's
It
that
is.
song?
It's boom, boom, boom. I got
Boom,
that
got
boom,
that
boom,
boom,
boom.
boom, boom.
That
Okay,
was a
let's stop.
banger.
I remember in like seventh grade. Yes, me and Archer, young as fuck. In seventh grade, when that song came out, it was everywhere.
Every fucking where.
I remember kids in our class rapping it. Actually, it was just like a few kids. So you know what I'm talking about?
Actually, I don't. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me.
Bro,
And
they
who?
used to walk around the building singing that. I used to be like, okay, give it a break, please. But I
Back it
actually like
up.
the song. Yeah, will.i.am decided to log on to Beyonce's internet and do an interview with some mutable media publication, and he decided to express his disappointment in Black Eyed Peas being labeled as a black group.
Who will.i.am said that?
will.i.am said that on the internet.
Oh wow.
He did. And everyone is like, why are you confused that it would be considered a black group when it's, not that many black people in this group?
Right.
Um and on top of that, the lead singer, the lead artist is a white lady.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing more pop sounding than hip hop sounding. So again, why would this be considered a black group?
Right. Black Eyed Peas is definitely like a pop group.
It's definitely a pop group. And by the way, there are two black members. I don't want to be rude. I don't know the other member's black name, the other black member's name, but I know he's part of the group.
So
Um,
Apple the App and will.i.am are the black members, right?
yeah, so I don't want to describe it Apogee app and act like he doesn't exist. But it's not. We consider black groups like I don't know,
Destiny's
um,
Child.
Destiny's Child,
In Vogue.
112, In Vogue, Escape, bands like that were mostly all black people. So if this is a mixed group where you guys are doing mostly pop music, why would you expect to be called a black group?
Right. I guess at one point they were. They did have all black members, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, they actually had
J. Ray Soul.
as the original lead singer. She left the group. I don't know all the details, so I don't want to speak about that. I know that it sounds like it's kind of a shady kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she left the group, and she was eventually replaced with Fergie, who is a white woman.
And that's just that, I guess.
Yeah, so it's like, come on now, like,
Yeah.
why would you consider there stuff that, and like the circumstances of her leaving the group are kind of like, eh. So it's just like, so what? So again, why would you bring this up? Because
Right.
now you are getting Fergie dragged, and you getting yourself dragged,
Right.
and you know what it is. Like you guys are a pop group, it just is what it is.
Yeah, this shit is not making any sense.
Yeah, it's really not, and I just feel like he should. If he would have just left it alone, he would have been fine. But no, you want to bring it up, so now you got your answer on why you're not considered a black group.
See, I guess the takeaway here is not everything needs to be brought up or whatever.
Yeah, you gave up your authenticity to make more millions of dollars to become more
Mainstream.
mainstream, which no one can really be mad at you for doing that. I mean, I guess actually people can, but I'm personally not gonna be mad at you because at the end of the day, people are here to make money,
Yeah.
and I don't expect anything less for someone in the entertainment business. So,
Right.
but like, just call a thing a thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, I can definitely understand wanting to get your coin by going mainstream, going pop, being a radio artist, get your money. But then
Yeah.
again, understand that it's not always going to be easy. So,
Yeah, and understand that when you make a decision, that's your decision, and stick to it. Don't
right.
try to back out now. It's 20 years later.
Damn. It's really been 20 years. Yeah. Oh, well. All right, let's move on to our next story.
Yeah, let's do it. So now we're going to be talking about Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, who are apparently a couple after being spotted in Barbados.
Not Barbados. Really?
Wasn't it Barbados? I'm pretty sure it was Barbados.
Rihanna, Miss Girl, what is going on?
You know what? I don't know. Like, I'm not a big fan of her relationship with ASAP Rocky because I think ASAP Rocky is very problematic. And I just feel like Rihanna deserves something better. If she's in it to have fun, I'm definitely here for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's in it to settle down, which I thought Rihanna was originally going to do, me and Arch both thought
Mm-hmm.
that Rihanna was ready to settle down and have kids. And her going for him, I'm just like, oh, I hope she does not get pregnant and get married this guy.
Yeah, because she was with Jamal. Is that what his name is? Jamal Hassan?
And it was Barbados. I know his last name was Hassan.
I could have sworn his name was Jamal Hassan. But anyways,
Not Jamal.
I swear to God. Hold on.
Is it
Now I gotta
Jamal?
look it up.
I love a Jamal.
Let's see. Hold on. And
Is it really Jamal?
oh, I'm sorry. It's
It is not Jamal.
Jamil.
Jamil. I was like,
Jamil.
I doubt it's Jamal.
It's Hassan
Yeah, I
Jamil.
thought it was Hassan, the first name. Okay, I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't no Jamal. I said, not
And I
Jamal.
was really rooting for
Real
Hassan.
ethnic.
I know,
You know what?
real
I kind of
ethnic.
was too because he was very, very. I really don't know much about him besides he dated Naomi Campbell.
Oh, I
But
did not
he
know
was,
that.
yeah, and her and Rihanna were pretty close. So I don't know. I know she talked about it kind of Watch What Happens Live, but she was just like, we're fine. But yeah, so I really don't know much about him besides him being a millionaire. But it really seemed like Rihanna was into him. I remember she did this article or interview where she was saying how like she never felt this way about a guy, and she was with him for like 3 years. She like moved to London and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It really surprised me that they broke up and she's with ASAP Rocky again. Or I don't know if she was with him before, but I feel like she was. I don't know.
Yeah. And, like you mentioned, ASAP Rocky is problematic. He has made colorist remarks in the past
Plenty of
and plenty
times.
of times. And Rihanna is so opposite of that. She's all about diversity, inclusion, for example, Fenty Beauty being one of the first products to come up, or actually probably the only product that came out with, all these complexions and foundations. And then, all the other brands followed and copied that. But it just seems odd to me. I mean, yes, if she is doing this to be a hot girl, 100%, we support it. Do your thing, get that bread, get that head,
Mm.
then leave.
Not get
But
that bread, they get that head. I love it.
right, like get that bread, get that head, then leave. But a family with this problematic colorist man who is so opposite of what you stand for and what you have based your companies and business off of, it doesn't make sense to me. But that again is just my 2 cents on that.
It gives me very much Kaylani and Twenty and what's it, Kaylani
YG.
and YG, and I almost said 21 Savage. It gives me very much so them, and I was very confused by that because Kaylani was very open about her bisexuality and her open to just being very supportive of different gender identities and sexualities. And to see her with YG, who's very known for being homophobic and colorist, I don't know. I was very surprised
Yeah.
that she would go down that road. And same as I am surprised that Brianna would go down this road when she has been so much an advocate for different groups and
Yeah.
different diverse groups and populations. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I am a little bit disappointed in Rihanna for that because I expect more from her as I did for Kaylani.
For sure. But then again, if it is, just her having a fling, do your
I hope
thing.
it's just a fling, but I don't know. You never know these days.
Yeah.
But um, A$AP Rocky is never want to be committed. I remember he was dating that model
Who is Chanel?
Chanel Mon.
I
She's a
don't
model.
don't know her.
She's a very famous model. She was in the Beyonce video.
Girl, hold on. Now let me Google.
You remember that
Let
video?
me check. You said Chanel.
Amon.
Oh,
Anyways,
I
she's like
do
the
know
Rhea.
her.
She's like another Sierra. Like she like married a new
Oh,
guy and has
she's
like two children. She's
beautiful.
very much so like a Sierra type, situation where she got her maybe got her heart broken, but seeing the end of the rainbow.
She is just absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
Shout out to Rhea. I think Rita Ora is the one who came out and said that he cheated on her or whatever.
Oh, messy.
Oh my goodness, where is Rita Ora at? Hmm.
Girl, who knows?
Probably in
Canada?
someone's.
Was she Canadian?
No, I think she's from London,
Oh, was
Arsh.
she London?
Yeah, she's British. She's probably in like someone's like club or party because she was at every event but never doing anything there. Like I was like, how is she invited to all these? If she can get invited, like we all should be invited at this
Yeah,
point.
for sure.
I like Rita Ora though. I like some of her music, and she was that girl in like 2000 and I don't know 8.
Yeah. All right. So,
Mm.
I
Next
guess that's
story.
that.
Speaking of another quick relationship, not quick. That's kind of rude.
Fling.
I guess another alleged fling.
Alleged
Michael B.
fling.
Jordan is allegedly dating Lori Harvey, who is the hottest girl out right now.
Yeah.
Legend of the City Girls and
She
shit like
literally
that.
she literally
Queen of the Hot
describes
Girls.
she literally describes get that bread, get that head, then
This
leave.
girl dated a Diddy and his son.
That
Legend.
is funny.
How do you date Diddy and
His
his son?
son, right. Wait, which one? Justin?
Yeah, Justin.
Wow. I love to see it.
She dated Trey Songz. She dated Future and then ended up pregnant. Like legend.
What a fucking legend.
Like no girl has ever missed Future without getting pregnant. I'm
Really,
sorry.
that is so fucking true. Yeah, Lori Harvey is the girl.
She
That's
was
it.
on
She's the
McMill's.
girl.
She was on McMill's Christmas
She was.
list, and he didn't get her. McMill's too busy arguing on Clubhouse.
Oh
But
wow.
anyways, we'll get to that next. Anyways. But yeah,
Yeah.
Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan is alleged in dating. You know, Michael B. Jordan has been alleged to not even like black girls.
Oh
So this is
yeah.
all a shock to all of us out there. Um,
every time I hear about Michael B. Jordan, I get a little disappointed because I think about that.
I think he's so fine. He's definitely so fine, but it's just like,
But it's like
hmm.
the personality and your problematic ways. It takes away from the looks for
It
me.
does. He did say he liked black girls, and clearly he's dating her, so maybe he does. But
Yeah.
I remember when that story came out that he didn't like black girls. He said he did in that like Vogue 72 something
Yeah.
72 questions thing. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but you know I look forward to seeing how I said Megan, how Lori is gonna be a hot girl in this situation. Is she gonna leave him in the dust, or is she gonna actually commit? I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really look forward to it. I really don't have an opinion
I
on it.
don't have an opinion
Like
on it.
I mean, I like that she's dating all these guys and being young and having fun, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really have any emotional like meaning to me.
Right. Right.
No, but hot girl, shout out to
Right.
her.
Shout out to her. And I think this is how we are supposed to be, in your 20s, I guess, or just young. Whenever, actually, it doesn't fucking matter. You're supposed to, date multiple people. You don't want to settle down with someone and then regret it a year later and, be committed to this person because then it just becomes messy. It becomes toxic. And yeah,
Yeah, I just think we should all be, in our 20s, we should definitely having a good time. And it looks like Lori's having a fucking good time.
great
She's
time.
dating all these celebrities. She's having money. I heard she got a new car for Christmas or something. I don't know.
Per.
And I can't blame her for being having a good time. And anyone who's upset about her living her life, needs to live theirs
Yeah.
and and learn to have a good time.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
shout out to her,
Per.
hot girl Lori,
Hot girl
queen
Lori.
of one of the OGs of the hot girl gang. But anyways, next we're gonna be speaking about the Clubhouse.
Alrighty. Which we were on earlier today.
Yes, I have. Okay, so me and Arsh, we didn't talk about this on the last podcast, but I think on one of our first podcasts, we talked about how we wanted to be in Clubhouse, but we actually got invited. Arch got invited the day before Christmas, New
Mm-hmm.
Year's, Christmas Eve, and she invited me.
It was a Christmas miracle. Shout out to our friend Landon
Shout out to Landon.
for getting us in. And it was
Yes.
a miracle. We love it. And yeah.
Well, I feel like we both have mixed feelings about it
Yeah.
because when we first recorded this, we were feeling a different way about it. So
But now
let's kind
I
of
feel a different way now than I did last time we talked about this.
yeah. So let's kind of go through that. So
Okay.
when we first got invited to Clubhouse, I got it. So Arch sent me the invitation. I got into one club. I was probably the first one. I don't even remember what it was, and I literally logged out 10 seconds after that. And then I didn't really get on Clubhouse until probably 4 or 5 days probably 3 to 4 days after that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you immediately log on and start exploring, or did you kind of take a?
I did not because I remember when I got in, I was like, I need to call Alexis right now. And that's really it. And then, I think it was Christmas and I went to go open the presents and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, so we both didn't jump right into it as soon as we got in. We kind of just eased into it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I definitely have my thoughts about it. I definitely think people are, I don't know, I just kind of theorize that people are kind of getting paid to be on it. I find it hard to believe that all these celebrities have so much time on their hand. And if they do, I'm like, why are you not busy, I don't know, doing something else?
Right.
Like, I feel like every time I log on, Meek Mill and 21 Savage is on it.
Right.
So I don't know. I just feel like, how are you guys not doing anything else? Because I'm not super busy, but I'm pretty busy for the most part.
Right.
And I don't know. Maybe it's the quarantine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be COVID, but then again, I feel like now everybody has kind of gotten used to COVID and everybody's, still kind of busy, like just working from home, doing something else from home. So
Right.
I don't know.
But I have been in several rooms and I've kind of gotten to hang of things. I kind of do like it. I was in a Real Housewives of Potomac group one day, and that was kind of when I really got into it. So it was Sunday after Christmas when I got into it because that was the first group I was in for a extended period of time. I really enjoyed it. By the way, fuck Candace. And I'm sorry. I'm so sad that Monique is leaving, but shout out to her because I totally get it. I would leave too.
Drag me, Monique.
Um, yes, drag me, Monique. Arsha's never seen the Real Housewives show, but she know all the
I
quotes, so
sure
shout out to
do.
her.
Per.
um, so yeah, shout out to them. But anyways, I was in that group and I thought it was pretty entertaining. Today, me and Arsh were in some audition groups.
For
I,
Dream Girls?
yes, I was in the auditions for Dreamgirls group. I didn't audition because I can't sing and I didn't want to troll. There were a lot of trolls in there, by the way. I was in the High School Musical one and the Cheetah Girls one. I was in a group with Meek Mill one night and like it went viral like the next day. Meek Mill was calling somebody daddy a snitch.
Wait, hold on.
We,
Wait. Cheetah Girls? They're making a remake of that too?
I guess so because there's a audition one in the clubhouse right now as we
Oh
speak.
my
Because
god.
I was literally, I sent text you that.
You
I
did?
said it was Dream Girls, Cheetah Girls, and High School Musical. All of them are apparently getting remakes because their auditions are all in the clubhouse. I don't know how official there is. I think that Dream Girls one is really official because there's a lot of famous people in it. Like Emma Riley's in it. Shirley Lee Ralph from Alicia's in it. There's one more person who I knew.
I've been trying to get us on Cheetah Girls. Like, come on now.
But yeah, so they're auditioning right now, and I don't know. I seem to kind of enjoy Clubhouse. I don't think it is as good as it was hyped up to be, but I get on there and I laugh and I have a good time, and it's entertaining to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not as. It's clear that the exclusivity was kind of the hype around it, and that's what got people to be excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some good, useful, and exciting conversations that come out of it. What are your thoughts, though?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think their marketing skills was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Like getting, having it to be exclusive, people begging to be in it. Because I know I was on Twitter begging,
Begging.
like, somebody send me an invite to Clubhouse immediately. And like,
Immediately,
it
please.
just, I felt left out. I wanted to be in it. It was the thing. And I just think that was genius. And
Yeah,
I,
they definitely kind of took on people's FOMO vibes, people fear of missing out on
yes.
things, and kind of just definitely just targeted that
Mm-hmm.
people not wanting to feel left out, so making people want to be invited even more.
Yep. For sure. And yeah, FOMO for sure. And I think it's a great resource too. I think there's a lot of like educational groups in there too. Entrepreneurs, investors, marketing, all the type of things. It's a
Yes, we were
place for
talking to our
anyone
friend.
there.
It really is. We were talking to our friend Jalen about it because he's kind of a musician and he's like doing his music thing, and we talked to him kind of how it can be a really good source for him to, promote himself and to get more included into the
For
industry and more
sure.
information.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think anybody and everybody can find their, what is it,
They're
category,
Yeah, they can just find
their
their niche,
interest,
their
their
kind of
niche.
interest,
Yeah.
the thing that kind of speaks out to them. And on Clubhouse,
Mm-hmm.
there are plenty of categories. We definitely believe that it's hyped up, but we also see the benefits in being a part of Clubhouse. So
Yeah.
if you're not in it, definitely. I don't know. I would seek your friends out because plenty of our friends had invites.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So yeah, I look forward to seeing more meaningful conversations on there. Before we recorded this, we kind of thought it was a bit hyped up, but we're kind of seeing the balance of
Yeah.
both
I
now.
like, yeah, I definitely see it now. And I definitely want to continue to explore it.
Mm-hmm.
And use it as what it is, which is a resource. So, and that's on period.
On super period. So what we're gonna do now is just take a quick break, and then we'll be back right after. Okay, so now we're gonna actually do kind of a last minute kind of segment to end off 2020. It's gonna be called By 2020, and we're just gonna be talking about our few favorite things in 2020.
Yes.
Which you were surprised that we actually like things that happened in 2020.
I know. Maybe we could talk about the disasters too.
Let's do it. First, we're going to start with our favorite albums of 2020, which I'm excited to
Per.
hear about because both of us, 2020 was actually a pretty good year in music, I would say.
Oh yeah, it was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as good as 2016, but decent for sure. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, nothing beats 2016 music, honestly.
Oh, for sure. So,
Yeah.
how about you start us off? We're not going to do it in any particular order, but we're just going to talk about our, in general, five favorite albums.
Okay. Are we doing all five at once or are we going back and forth?
How about back and forth?
Okay, fine. So, I would say one of the albums that stood out to me the most this year was obviously Ungodly Hour by Chloe and Holly.
Of course.
They put their thing into that.
That was also one of my favorite albums as well. If I had to put my favorite albums in order, it would be number one.
Yes, me too.
It was just such a solid project. Um, it was so amazing. I listened to pretty much the whole album today, um, and coincidental, just because I wanted to listen to them because I love that fucking album, and it was just amazing. Don't Make It Harder is like my favorite song right now.
Per. I love that song.
And
Do
their
it.
performance was
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Oh yes. Where was that at?
I think a Verizon show. I actually watched the entire thing today. I did not watch the interview because I didn't have time, but I watched the performance, and it was great. And Chloe makes it very clear that she's a grown woman and she's going to shake her coochie. So
I was just waiting for it. Yeah.
she is. She's
She
gonna
put
let.
she put her coochie in that performance.
She did. She let you all know. And then there was one point in the video where she put her ass in it. She literally turned around and shook her ass. And I was like, I was shook because I did not expect it because I didn't see
Yeah.
it in any of the clips. It took me watching the entire performance to see it, and I was shook as fuck.
Yes, I love Chloe, love Holly too. I think
Mhm.
they yes, Chloe, they have different energies on stage, but I feel like somehow they just blend perfectly.
Mhm.
And they make a perfect group.
I totally agree. A lot of people be always saying Chloe needs to go solo, and Hallie isn't like a star, and she doesn't perform well. And I just tell those people to shut up
And
because
she has Little Mermaid like ready to go when COVID
yes,
is over, I guess.
yes, please do not forget that Callie has gigs lined up. She will be, Ariel, Miss the Mermaid,
Yep.
and the first Black Mermaid. So give her her flowers while she's here. It's not necessary to try to put these sisters against each other. They're both
Per.
great in their own way, and they're giving us what we all need and deserve. Well,
Right.
what I deserve.
Right. Especially not sisters. Like, don't put sisters against each other. Like, come on now.
Please, 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 please. So, what was your favorite song on the album?
I don't know, honestly. I like to do it a lot. I listen to it pretty much every day because it just gave me a good feeling. And it reminded me a lot of A Better and Simpler Time, aka 2019.
It definitely reminds me of our 2019 party phase when all we do is party, party, party,
Yeah.
party.
Our hot girl summer phase. It was a great time. And it just
Mm-hmm.
gives me good vibes. I don't know why, but I could have sworn it's kind of like those Mandela effect deja vu type thing where I feel like Do It came out in 2019.
You know what? I see that because
Yep.
we literally lived that whole song. Us getting ready, us
Yep.
Uber on the way. Like we
Yep.
literally drove Ubers because all we did was drink. So, so obviously we used to have to take Ubers to our parties, and we like literally that was our whole lifestyle. Us partying, talking to guys, just having a good time, drinking.
Wow,
Literally,
we were really hot girls.
literally we kind of just lived the actual lyrics. So that song just oh my, it's perfect that it came out in 2020 because it helped me get through to 2020 because it helped me remember those times in 2019. So
Yeah.
such a great song. My
It's
favorite
hard to
song on
believe. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely hard to believe that this is our new life.
I know.
But my favorite song on that album was probably I go back and forth. between many of the songs, like I said earlier, my favorite song right now is "Don't um Don't Make It Harder on Me."
Mm-hmm.
But like several of the songs get to me, and they're all amazing. I
Yeah.
would say my favorite song is definitely "Busy Boy," without a doubt.
Busy Boy.
Hmm
I do
It's
love that song.
I love that song, but "Forgive Me" is a close second for sure, and "Do It."
Yeah. Do It is very dear to my heart.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All
that
right.
was both of our kind of our first favorite album.
Yeah.
Even though we're not putting in the order, that is kind of the one we have in common. The
Yeah.
next one we both have in common is "Positions" by Ariana Grande.
Yup.
This would not be my second album, by the way, but I think this is Arsha's second album if we
It
were to order
is.
it.
Yes, I love this album. I still listen to it pretty much every day. Um,
Sames,
my favorite song on this album is probably My Hair,
which
which which Alexis has a whole music idea or whole music video idea too.
that's not what I was looking for. It.
That's
Arsha
not what you were
actually
looking
didn't.
for?
No, Arsha actually, you didn't even like the song at first.
I Okay, the thing is I don't think I heard it. I don't think I heard the song because like I was skipping back and forth on the album. Like I don't listen to it in any particular order. So I was
Mm.
like going back and forth. I was stuck on this song for a little bit, then I bounced back to like 64. What is it called? 34.
35,
Math
34.
equation, whatever.
Because you were like into
So,
POV, and I'm like, my hair is that girl.
you know what? You were so right. I was into POV, but now listening to POV, I'm like my hair like POV doesn't hold a candle against
And I'm
POV.
not really into POV like that. I think it's kind of cute, but it's just not my favorite song. My
Yeah.
hair is definitely my favorite song. And 34, 35, and so is Positions. Like all those three are my favorite songs, but also like West Side and Nasty. Nasty's so great. Oh my goodness, it's so great.
I don't think I remember Nasty like that.
Oh, it's so good.
Her.
But yeah,
But anyways,
that's kind of both of our that's definitely both on both of our lists, but it's her number two, but it's not my number two. I would put that towards kind of like the middle area.
yeah, I think I was definitely like not a Ariana, whatever fan anymore. I don't know. We kind
Really,
of just, yeah, we kind of like fell out. We weren't friends anymore.
I kind of agree because it took me months to listen to this album. I don't this album. I'm not sure when it came out. I want to say I want to say like I want to say like August or something like that. I didn't
Yeah,
listen to it until I was in quarantine, which was Thanksgiving. Um, So yeah, so I would definitely say I was not listening to her. I was definitely very behind on this album, but when I did decide to listen to it, it was great. So yeah,
yeah. Well, see, I think I listened to this album pretty relatively like when it came out or whatever. I think the Sweetener era was when I kind of like fell out with Ariana, like we weren't friends
oh
anymore.
wow, that's when I loved her.
I
Sweetener
know
was great.
everybody loves that album. And then I didn't, really start listening to her again until Thank You Next came out.
Okay, because
And
I was
that's
gonna
when
say
I
you
was
were a
like,
fan.
I was a huge Thank You Next fan. Like every song on that album is a fucking hit.
Sweetener is when I became like the biggest RA fan. Like I feel like me and Kieja's one of our friends. I don't think we talked about her a lot. But we've
Yeah.
all been friends since like seventh grade. But anyways, me and Kieja, we used to definitely just listen to her music and just vibe out and party to it. When we went to Mexico, Kieja requested several artist songs. I think she requested Seven Rings, and she literally was dancing on a strip club stage.
She was.
What a night!
Thank You
But
Next was her fucking jam.
yes, so I don't know. I feel like we definitely had a good, Ari season with Thank You Next into Sweetener, because Sweetener and Thank You Next, that it was so close. Like it was only
Yeah.
months apart if you look at the actual date when Sweetener and Thank You Next came apart. I doubt if it's even a year
Yeah.
apart. But yeah, so that was kind of our second album that we both have in common. Arch, what's your third top album of the year? We're gonna do five in
My
total.
Okay. I would say my third album is After Hours by The Weeknd. I will be honest, I have not heard every single song on that album, but the songs that I have heard, I absolutely love. We love a artist that I guess loves cocaine and puts his everything
People are gonna
into an
call you
album.
problematic.
Are they really?
They might. Guys, we just mean like, when artists do cocaine, they actually happen to do better music.
Yeah, like doing coke just means better music, I guess. I don't, condone drugs. I don't do any myself, so
It's just a coincidence that you do
yeah,
coke and you also make great music. And The
right.
Weeknd is just one of those people. I personally have not heard this album at all. I haven't even heard the single, but I plan on listening to it because I love The Weeknd. His album before that was one of my favorite freaking albums ever.
Mhm.
I actually listened to it today. But when me and Arsh was on FaceTime, I was like singing it.
Yeah.
Um, Call Out My Name is one of my jams. It's always Wasted Times. And I just love all those songs. So I am
Yeah.
planning on listening to this music. But Arsh, let me know what's your favorite song on the album.
It is definitely Heartless.
Mm.
I was like when 2020 first started, I was definitely listening to that song every day. And it
I don't know how I
was
missed it.
I know because it was literally everywhere. And then you missed Blinding Lights too, because that was on TikTok like
I've literally
every day.
See, I'm not on TikTok like that. All I watch is your videos and Jalen's.
Oh my God. But yeah, yeah, I think The Weeknd did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Please don't take my cocaine thing seriously. Like it's just an inside joke, I guess. I should, whatever.
Yeah, it's just an inside joke.
Yeah.
Please don't take it serious. Arsha's very trying to be. She's very PC, so she
Yeah.
doesn't really like when people take her comments out of whack. But it's definitely not meant to offend anyone.
Per.
Um, my third favorite album of the year. Again, not in any particular order. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go into kind of because we're kind of in the we're talking about Ariana Grande, so it's only right that I talk about Victoria Monet, who wrote plenty of songs for Ariana Grande and also for that particular album, Positions.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguar is just such a great album. I love it dearly. Um, it was actually the first really music I really listened to by her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I knew obviously that she wrote a lot of Ariana Grande songs. I heard the song Monopoly that they both did together. But listening to this album, I was very shook. She surprised me a lot of times. The song "Asked Like That" was very surprising to me because I was like when I heard this title I was like, yeah, I know what this song is gonna be about, no worries. And then it completely shocked me because it was more about loving her body and I just loved it.
Mm-hmm.
"Go There with You" is absolutely my favorite song. It's so peaceful. It gives me very My Hair vibes by Ariana Grande, and I think she wrote on
Mm-hmm.
that song. I'm not for sure though.
She probably did. I feel like she write on every Ariana song.
I feel like she does. And I'm sure I can look it up right now.
She probably
Okay, she
is.
actually is absolutely a songwriter on that song, My Hair. It sounds like something she would write. It sounds like Go There With You with For Me. So it's just a great album. It's only a few songs. If you know me, you know that I am very particular about the amount of songs on an album. I feel like it needs to be very concise in a way, and I just feel like it
Mm-hmm.
should be very organized and needs to kind of flow together. And her album for me does. Um, I think there's only one song I really don't care for, and that has to be the song with Khalid. I
Yeah.
think it's called My Experience. No, it's just called Experience. And I sort of do like the song. It's just not one of my favorites. So yeah, that is my third album, my third favorite album of 2020. Arsh, what's your next one?
Wait, was that third or fourth?
This is your fourth.
Okay, this is my fourth. Okay, my fourth is definitely Bad Bunny. Um, and he's had two albums this year, but my favorite one is his latest album that just came out. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I'm probably gonna fuck it up. But it's the one with the truck on it. Okay. And it just came out. You can't miss it. It's a really beautiful album, I think. I can't understand half of the words on there, but that doesn't stop me from, not listening to it. I don't know why I love, Latin music, Spanish music. I love it. I don't care if I can't understand half of it, but I listen to it anyway. So I think that was a great album. Bad Bunny snapped on that. I
Hmm.
love Bad Bunny.
I do as well.
If he wasn't engaged, I totally would have been with him right now. So,
I have not personally heard this album. I do like Bad Bunny, and I'm definitely into listening to his new album. I just haven't really got around to it. I'm so behind on albums, to be honest.
yeah,
Um,
me too.
but I'm sure it sounds great. He's a really great and talented artist, and it's
Yes.
amazing how well he has crossed over and kind of it just expanded his brand. He's kind of like the new like very like kind of like the new Pitbull. How Pitbull was kind of like able to cross over and
Yeah.
be international at the same time. And
Yep.
also be mainstream. So shout out to Bad Bunny.
Mr.
I'm looking forward to
Worldwide.
see all his, all that he does in the future.
Her. And
Well,
the yeah.
what's your favorite song on the album?
Oh God, I gotta pull it up. I forgot. Hold on. Um I did pull up on Google how to pronounce it, I guess. I'll just have Google say it for me. Hold on, wait. Y'all can't hear it.
El último tour del mundo.
And I guess that translates to the last tour of the world. And my favorite song on that album is called Antes que acabe, I think.
Mm.
And I love that song. So he snapped on that.
Amen. I would love
Her.
to check it out, and I look forward to
Yes.
definitely listening. And because he's very talented from what I've heard so far.
Yes, he definitely is. And yeah.
Okay.
Next album.
Yeah. So my next one is I'm gonna go. I'm kind of going into kind of what makes sense in the order as. Again, it's not in order, but Janelle Monae also. I mean, not Janelle Monae. Why does I keep on fucking saying that? Victoria Monet
Hmm.
has a song called Touch Me on the album, and it's featuring Kaylani, who apparently they used to date, which I thought was interesting to say the least. But my next album is obviously Kaylani's album. It was good until it wasn't. Uh, One of my favorite albums of this year, for sure, obviously, because it's in my top five.
Hmm.
Um, Favorite songs on the album is definitely Open slash Passionate. That song is so beautiful. I
Okay.
love Hate the Club. I love the song Grieving with James and Blake. Toxic is so amazing. And Can You is great. No, Can I'm sorry. And it's even better that she took Tory Lanez off of the song. Shout out to the girl.
Her.
So yeah, that was a great album. Kaylani knows how to make a good album. And
Yeah.
so I'm not shocked about it at all. But
Yeah.
I'm still somehow I'm always shocked still.
Yeah. I love Kaylani. I haven't heard that album yet. I just haven't listened to a lot of music this year. Probably because I've been watching more TV. I'm usually listening to more music when I'm like on the go and like, ready. I don't know how to explain it. Like 2020 has been more like staying at home, working from home, all that type of thing. So,
I get it.
yeah. But yeah. So I haven't heard that many albums, but yeah, I need to listen to that.
Yeah, it's definitely a great project. I feel like it's very solid. If you know me now, I'm really into vinyls right now, and I actually purchased the vinyl for that album because I loved it that much. Um,
Yeah.
and I only have a few vinyls because I just started my collection a few months ago.
Her.
Actually, not a few months ago, probably a month ago. But yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Or share with us your fifth and final album, and then I will share
Okay.
mine.
Okay. So my fifth album, I put this on here simply because I love this woman, and that is After Hours. Now,
After Hours, I think you said that.
I'm sorry, what the hell am I saying? What's that album? Good News. My bad.
Good
Good
news.
News. And the reason why I put that last is because I love Megan the Stallion, but I am bored. I'm bored. And I want something new. I think she has a lot of
What's
potential, of
new?
course. She has a lot of potential, and I feel like this album was lacking in some ways. And I am by no means like a critic of music or whatever, but
Hmm.
personally, as a fan, I want to see more from Megan Thee Stallion. It was very predictable. It was as expected, I guess. It wasn't nothing shocking, nothing new, no revelation, whatever the word is. So, therefore, it is the last on my list. But because I do love Megan Thee Stallion, I put that on my list.
I can only agree. You know, when I heard Megan's album, I listened to it in its entirety, and I was not surprised by any record on the album.
Mm-hmm.
I of course I feel like I don't know if I said this before on the podcast, but I've definitely talked about it with you anyway and our friends that Megan is definitely very talented. And all her singles on the album are fantastic. Girls in the Hood is, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the first line itself catches me in. Um,
True.
Don't Stop is amazing.
Amazing. I love that song.
Amazing. What's another single on the album? There's a few albums on that. What's
Um,
New is one of my favorite songs on the album. Body yaddy 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 needs to go yaddy away. That song
no,
drives me insane. Um,
that song was made for TikTok, as you would say.
it literally is like, you know, one thing about um one thing about TikTok is that people are gonna make songs that are gonna be popping on TikTok, and Body Yaddy is one of those songs. So was Twisty Slide, so it's kind of fits in that
Yeah.
category. But I also like Crybaby. I like the song with SZA. I like you know, I like a lot of the songs actually. I like Circles. I haven't heard Circles in a while, but I feel
Hmm.
like I remember liking it, and that Shots Fired too. But it's not a song I listen to every day. Anyways, I digress. What I'm trying to say is the album itself was not surprising in a way. I expected everything. My thoughts are very similar to Arsh's in that manner. Um,
Yeah.
so, but Megan, I really want her to be more vulnerable. I really want her to give us something more, something a
Hmm.
bit deeper, something a bit organic.
Meaningful.
Yeah, but I
I
don't know
love a
when
good
we're gonna
party
get that.
song.
I do too.
Yeah. But it's like we want more.
Listen, Cash Shit was all 2019. It
Yeah.
was such a great song, but I just want to see something else, you
You
know.
know what's a great example is Cardi B's album Privacy of Invasion. It had a good blend of party songs, bad bitch songs, but she
Mhm.
was also like vulnerable in that. And like I understand not every artist wants to do that, but personally that was like the perfect blend. She gave us, what was that song? Be Careful with Me. She snapped on that,
I
she
totally
opened
agree.
up.
I
Yeah.
compare Invasion of Privacy to a lot of these new rap girls because, like,
Mhm.
Invasion of Privacy, I'm sorry, for whatever you call Cardi, whether she has writers, whatever, I feel like it was a very solid project.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I just feel like the girls aren't really doing it necessarily anymore like that. Like,
Yeah, I
you know,
agree.
that was like a few years ago. But I don't know. I really, I feel like for rap girls, I really just need a solid project.
Yeah.
This next girl who I'm going to talk about, I feel like she did deliver a solid project.
Okay. Who's that?
So my fifth and final album is Flo Milli, Ho Why Is You Here?
Oh,
Which can I just
purr.
say, Ho Why Is You Here is one of my favorite stands. It comes for me. It comes from Jocelyn. I forgot what Jocelyn from Love and Hip Hop. Jocelyn Hernandez. She was somewhere. She's like, "Oh, why is you here?" And I
I'm
just
about
loved
to
it ever since. I love that saying ever since.
I'm about to say
So,
that in our next FaceTime meeting.
so the fact that Soul Lily made an album with that title, I just loved it even more. The album itself, I feel like it's very solid. All the songs are just very playable. I can't think of any album that I would necessarily skip on the album. I think it's a very solid project. And even though I feel like it's kind of in the same theme of a thing, it's so solid where it doesn't even matter. And I know a lot
Yeah.
of people might compare that to my thing. People might compare that to my feelings on Megan's album because Megan has given me exactly what I thought it was. But Megan, I expect more from because Megan is what I consider. You know, she came out with Fever. It was a solid album. She got a lot of positive feedback. So we were expecting for an elevation that
Yeah.
we didn't necessarily get. Whereas for Millie, she's at the very beginning of her career. As far as I know, this is her first project. So anything she gave us, it was just shocking. I
Yeah,
can only
for
be
sure.
surprised at. So yeah, anyways, the album is very solid. It's only 12 songs. It really all goes together. It very fits into this whole I'm a bad bitch, I'm that mean girl, I'm that bitch type of vibe. And for 2020, I just needed that in my life. So,
Yeah.
my favorite songs is definitely uh Beef Flow Mix, which is a huge TikTok record. I didn't really get on TikTok, but I know it was everywhere on TikTok apparently. Weak is amazing. Not Friendly is probably my favorite song because I don't know, I feel like sometimes I'm labeled as kind of not being a friendly person. Um,
Who said that?
my inner saboteur said that. Thank you.
Who?
Inner saboteur.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the inner person, your inner voice, negative self
Okay.
talk.
Well,
Um,
that girl needs to go home.
she truly does. And the party is such a good record. I remember when she got on Genius and did everyone was getting weak about it. She was like, "I just like to be deep," and then the first line was, "Dick, stand up in the party," and it was just hilarious. And yeah, so I really like the album, and I had to put it on my list because I like every single record on the album. So,
Yeah.
regardless of what you compare and contrast for the Rap Girls, I thought it was a solid project.
Yeah. That's on my to listen list or whatever.
Arch will not listen, but
I
she
will. I
said she
love
will.
Flo Millie. I
Yeah,
love
you
Flo
have. I know
Millie.
you definitely heard a few songs, but
Yeah.
you take longer than me to listen to a project, and I take a long time. Like I'm
Let me,
behind. I don't even want to say who album I have not listened to because I'm embarrassed by it.
yeah. I mean, I would say you're definitely a bigger music fan than I am. Because you're probably the person that I learned a lot from musically, and like especially like you taught me like learning to like appreciate an album. Because at first I didn't used to listen to albums. It would used to be like, the hits, the singles,
That
and
surprises me that you feel that way because I feel like I've never really started listening to albums until probably like senior year.
really,
Probably to Beyonce's self-titled, and I was like, "Wow, we have to listen." And then she made a big deal about listening to albums. So,
yeah, she did. That's where I was like, yeah, we gotta listen to albums. And then you started doing it too, and I was like, yeah, okay. So I've definitely learned a lot from you
hmm
about albums and stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be listening to Flo Milli shit. Now here's the thing though, right? Now Apple Music somehow found out I wasn't a student no more. So these bitches took away my $5 membership, and
as
I'm
they
not
do.
paying right, and I'm not paying $10. Look, I will pay $20 for food, $30 for food, but I'm not paying $10 for music that I can listen to on YouTube.
You know what? I think I have a space on my Apple Music family plan, so I might allow you
Are
to
you
join.
are you considering me?
I might literally no one fucking pays me for Apple Music family plan, and I'm like, it's $3 a month, like fucking pay me,
Right.
but they don't
That's
ever
not
pay
bad.
me.
I would,
I'm
you
about
know
to kick
what?
all of them off. So when I kick them off, I'm gonna add you because these
Okay.
motherfuckers in my house don't pay me. My siblings act like they don't know what $3 mean. They just think I have
Right.
it and I could just pay it, and I'm
You're
sick
gonna
of them.
just have it?
Literally, my brother friends on my Apple Music plan, and I see him all the time. Do he have
Are
three
you
dollars for me a month? He
serious?
does not. So,
Girl. Okay, yeah, I can Venmo you $3 a month. No problem.
so I'm gonna kick them off and put you on there. So no worries.
And plus, I feel like we have similar music tastes, and I'm always asking you like what do I want to listen to and stuff. So this will be like perfect.
Yeah, we kind of have like a music group where we just like send in our favorite songs. Even though I feel
Yeah.
like we don't necessarily
They
use
don't
it
do it
as
no more.
you don't. I sent a few songs.
Lie.
No, you can look it up right now. I just sent a song this week. Promise.
See, now if I got on my phone right now, it's gonna cancel out our podcast.
Don't lie.
But I believe you. I believe you.
I sent you this song with Sid and Kaylani called damn, what is that song called? And it's called Disclosure. It's a disclosure song too.
Okay, I'll
I
listen
want to
to it
say it's
once we
called
get off.
Birthday.
Okay, I probably have it in there.
So yeah. Or if it's not called birthday, it says something about birthdays in it. So shout out to
Okay.
her anyways. So yeah, so now we're gonna briefly just talk about like our favorite moments of 2020. 2020, like we said before, was such a hard year for a lot of us. So,
Yeah.
but there was some good in between. So we just kind of want to shine a light on those. So, Arch, how about you start? What was your best moments of 2020? Give us
Okay.
kind of your
All right.
top.
My best moment of 2020 was definitely watching Donald Trump lose the election. Um,
Same.
yep. Um, Goodbye, you musty piece of shit. And I hope you have fun trying to pay back your taxes and staying out of jail, you inconsiderate motherfucking bitch.
I hope you actually end up in jail.
I really do, and I think he is going to. Like, I feel like the whole reason why he even became president was so that he doesn't end up in jail.
Donald Trump is a piece of shit, and we all know that. And I'm happy. I'm also very happy to see him out of the White House coming
Mm-hmm.
up in the next few weeks. Not saying I'm super excited to see Joe Biden because I'm not 100% supportive of him either.
Right.
But I'm just excited for a new white face. I guess
Great.
so.
Yeah. I am excited about Kamala Harris. I know she does have a problematic past. Maybe she is still problematic in other ways.
We did it, Joe.
Yeah, we did it, Joe. And I'm pretty sure she's against the Palestinian versus what is it called? I
Israeli.
Israeli, yeah. So she's like in support of the
Israel.
Israeli, which I have to confirm my sources on that, but I think one of my friends told me about that.
That's a bit
Um,
concerning. Free
it
Palestine all day.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely need to do my research on that, but hopefully we can see some real change from Joe and Kamala. Um, yeah,
Even though that we are getting new people in the White House, I'm still not, it's hard for me to trust a politician.
period. At the end of the day, you just can't.
They just meant to lie. All they do is lie. So, even though we are getting this new phase, we're gonna keep our foot on their necks and
Yep.
keep holding them accountable at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Yep.
So that was also one of my favorite moments of this year. Also, one of my just favorite moments of this year was just, graduating and starting my new job. Even though I feel like, regardless of whether or not I'm working and starting in my new field, well, not my new field, but even though I'm starting as with a degree in this field, I'm
Hmm.
still very much so, not where I want to be necessarily, but I'm
Yeah.
excited to continue to grow and to continue to, make changes and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely one of my top moments. What was another top moment for you?
Let me see. I think a top moment, I guess, or like I guess I don't know if this considers or this qualifies as a top moment, but I think one good thing that came out of 2020 for me is that I was able to get out of a lot of debt and get on my feet or whatever the saying is. It was an okay year financially for me personally. I mean, I'm still struggling, don't get me wrong,
Okay,
but
Gucci bags.
girl, bye, please.
Ursula literally had a fucking Louis Vuitton bag that she got her mother,
My mother got it for
and a Christian
herself.
Dior bag. And
Girl,
we're getting
bye.
micro what are we getting? Micro needling two
Yes,
weeks from now.
we are getting microneedling 2 weeks from
Yeah, we're
now.
doing it together, guys. So maybe we can talk about that on the podcast too. But
Yeah. Well, that this is all just happening recently due to Bitcoin. I do day trading with Bitcoin, so I've been able to make a lot of money off of that too. But I think financially it was a decent year for me. I was going into this year, I was stressed financially very much.
whoo, who you
Um,
telling?
Girl, like I had a credit card debt,
I
student
still
loan
have a credit
debt.
card debt and student loan debt.
But I think it just, having a job made that easier, like, to pay off my debt, save money, invest. And yeah, I would say I'm doing pretty good in that section of my life, if not anything else.
Good.
So yeah.
That's exciting. I would say that's definitely been a top moment of myself. Being kind of more financially stable. More
Yes.
have I've ever been in my entire freaking life. Being able to kind of just spend money and not necessarily have to worry about being broken the next day. That's
Right.
definitely been a level of comfort that I haven't necessarily experienced in my life until this moment. Definitely a
Mhm.
top moment. And another top moment was definitely being able to um
She blinking out.
I did just blink out. Okay, one of my top moments was definitely just being able to kind of have some inner peace. That's something I want to continue to work on as I go
Mhm.
forward in my life. But I feel like I've accomplished that in some capacity. When I first graduated and I started working double as much as pretty much I was working before, I was very nervous about how I was ever going to be able to balance things. But for the most part, I feel like I've been able to. And
Mhm.
even doing this podcast now, it's only adding to my kind of my load of things to do. And I was worried about that, but I feel like I have developed a lot of different like ways to kind of just cope and balance my life, where and finding kind of that inner peace situation. Even though I'm
Yeah.
continuing that in 2021, I feel like that was definitely one of my exciting moments.
Yeah. And peace is so important. In
Definitely.
life in general, mental health, everything. So, that's definitely important. And I love that you were able to achieve that. And I want to be like you.
Sorta,
I need
kinda,
peace.
not
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah. Did we talk about our goals already?
Did we? Yeah, I think we did. Yeah,
Okay, because that's
for in our
again.
Lost in Adulting.
Okay,
Yeah.
again, that's like definitely one of my goals to kind of
Yeah.
continue to grow that in a way. I definitely want to get back into very positive life choices. I feel like I've kind of strayed in some kind of ways. Positive
Mhm.
life choices. That's a
Yeah.
hilarious term. But yeah, I definitely want to get back kind of on the positive streak of things. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yes.
What's some other good moments like in pop
Um,
culture? And I feel like we talked about music, but what about in pop culture?
what happened in pop culture this year? A lot happened in pop culture this year.
I feel like we can easily start
Something.
onto the Black Lives Matter movement, only
Oh
getting
my
bigger.
God. Yes,
Um,
for sure.
which again led into the protests. Which one of my
Mhm.
favorite Twitter moments this year was definitely when the Target lady was like getting jumped in Target parking lot. I'm sorry, but I thought that was
Fuck that
hilarious. She
bitch.
was stabbing people, so she like deserved it. So I have no sympathy.
Right.
Like not
I hope
stabbing
she's in
people
jail.
over Target merchandise. Like, girl, they don't give
Right.
a fuck
What the
about you.
hell?
The fuck?
Yeah. I still to this day do not understand why some people care more about property, buildings, material possessions rather than lives. And that is Black lives.
True.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what does that say about you and your character and how will we change if you can't let go of that?
And while we're on the topic of Black Lives, I want to quickly talk about this because we didn't talk about this in the podcast. I don't even know if you know about it, Arj,
Mhm.
but a young man was attacked this week in a New York hotel, actually in Soho. His father is a saxophone player, I believe, in one of Beyonce's bands or whatever. But he's also played for various musicians. Anyways, his son was attacked in a Soho hotel this week. Actually, no, I think it happened on like Christmas Day or something. It was very not talked about. But anyways, he was attacked by a white woman over a fucking cell phone.
Oh my God.
Literally, like she just was like, "You have my cell phone." I didn't watch the video in its entirety, but basically that's kind of the gist of it. She accused this little boy and physically attacked him, like literally did the absolute most over a fucking cell phone.
Are you fucking
Yes,
serious?
the video,
What is the name of the boy?
because the girl, by the way, have not even been found.
Black man. Hold on.
You can just, I'm sure, Beyonce saxophone. Let me just try to.
I gotta know what this man's name
It
is.
was such a crazy story, and literally, I'm super behind on it. Just because, like, literally, my mom, I heard about it, and then I was talking to my mom about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, I heard about it." So I believe it happened on. Oh, his name is Keon. Harold,
Oh, I just found it. Yep. Keon Harold.
and I
Okay.
think it was his 14-year-old child. So, literally,
14-year-old
this lady
child.
was literally just like I think she scratched the father, and obviously he's gonna defend his child. But it was absolutely just awful, and I just want to say I just forgot to bring this up in the podcast in general, but I just want to shine a light on that woman and just say a clean fuck you. Like, you really gonna sell a
Yes.
child over a phone? And, by the way, the phone ended up being in the Uber driver's car, and he returned the phone like a few minutes or hours later, and she didn't even apologize. And the fucking hotel manager was literally on her side and was like, "Oh, just show us the phone" or something like that. And I'm just like, why would I have to show you my phone? You're not a cop. It's
Right.
not your job. But fuck that hotel manager, fuck that hotel, and fuck that lady. And I hope she gets caught. And because like, as far as I know, she hasn't even been caught yet. Um, me and my mom has a few theories on why she hasn't been caught yet. But fuck that
Yeah.
lady, and I wish her absolutely nothing but the worst.
For sure. I think I need to do a little bit more research onto this since I did not know about this. But I'm watching the video right now and I think everybody should because this will definitely make you very upset. Um, and I really wish I would have known about this. Let me just put her accusations against her.
Literally over a phone. You attacked a
Yeah,
little
I
boy over
mean,
a phone. Phone.
that's what
Listen, I love my phone like it's my unborn child. Like, I really do. Like, I love my phone. I can't. Like, I have to go everywhere with it. I do.
right.
Because for obvious reasons. But like, I'm not gonna attack a child over a phone. Like, she had so many avenues she went down. She could have went down. Like, you could have called the phone.
Right.
And then, like, you could have called the phone while the boy was right there, and if it rang, it was your phone. You
I
could
mean,
have
this
did
could
find
have
your iPhone. Like, there were so many options, and she
right.
just,
This could have so easily been fixed.
yeah. And then for her not to even apologize to the child, like, you literally probably you traumatized that child. You attacked him over a fucking iPhone 6. Like, it's not that serious.
Right.
Actually, I don't know what iPhone version it was, but that's not the point. The point is, it's an
Yeah.
iPhone.
Right. And in his Instagram post, Harold said that the woman scratched him, grabbed his son, like you mentioned, and he told embassy that the video cut off, or after the video cut off, the woman tackled my son, trying to reach in his pocket and yeah, reach in his pockets. And he's suffering from like slight injuries. Or Harold is suffering from slight injuries, but his son was not injured. And what else? There was something that somebody said that I feel like is important. Where it go? Hold on. Wait a minute. I just lost it. Okay, here it is. This is from someone named Crump.
Oh,
And they said,
that's his lawyer. He was
oh,
also been
okay.
a lawyer for several civil rights cases. I think my mom was actually telling me. I think he was the I think he was the lawyer for the Trayvon Martin case
Oh,
and
okay.
for the Cleveland case with the little boy. I'm blanking on his name, even though we were talking. He was a topic of conversation recently.
Okay.
Tamir. Damn it.
Tamir Rice?
Yes, Tamir Rice.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe he was the lawyers for both families. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure about that, but I do know he's a civil rights lawyer.
Okay. Because he said, oh,
By the way, he has a petition on his if you get on his Twitter page, he has a petition that people are signing
okay.
as a way to kind of bring recognize I don't know, kind of bring this case up about the little
Awareness and everything.
awareness. And
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the petition is. I forgot the necessarily details of the petition, but I know I signed it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
please get on his Twitter and sign it.
Yes, that's a good resource to know about and definitely get on there and sign it. But Crump, as I mentioned, the lawyer, he said, as this year of racial awareness is drawing to a close, it's deeply troubling that incidents like this one, in which a black child is viewed as and treated like a criminal, continue to happen. And that is what he said in a statement. So, I think this year, as eye opening it was, I think it shows us that we have a lot of work to do and I'm glad the protests happened this year. I'm glad that all this is coming back into light. I know, like, Black Lives Matter started in, what was it, 2014? Because I know we learned about it in high school. Our teacher was, like, teaching us about that,
Yeah, I think
right?
it was like, yeah, definitely. It had to be excuse me, 2013, 2014.
Yeah,
So I know it was definitely our junior year of high school. So yeah,
yeah,
we definitely it's definitely been a long time, and it's only
right,
getting only more severe as we go on. Like a little boy is getting assaulted over a phone. Like that bitch is
right,
crazy.
right. And I know, like, I think I saw somewhere on Twitter if someone posted, like, at what age does a child become a threat? A black child become a threat
Over a phone, like, bitch,
over a
you
phone.
literally got to be outside your mind because I can't imagine assaulting a child over a phone, like at all. Like it's not even that serious. You should
Yeah,
have insurance on your phone. If this if because she was in Soho, I'm just gonna assume she's a privileged, very
white
rich.
woman.
Yeah, because like you're a Soho. So if I can
Yeah,
only imagine, she has Finder on her phone. She probably has insurance on her phone. This
right,
phone is replaceable. This child having PTSD is not like it's not that
right.
serious, bro. It's a phone. Pay your
Yeah.
insurance bill, get a new one.
And has there been any charges against this woman?
They don't even know who the woman is.
How do they not know? They have a video of her.
It's not have, as far as I know, it has not been confirmed who this woman is. There has been very much speculation. There was one lady who social media was apparently attacking, and she came out and was like, "I'm not that lady in that video. Please leave me alone." Um, but there was another lady who they said it was, but it wasn't on any official sites that I knew of. So yeah, I'm not sure who. So it isn't entirely official who the lady is, but I do know that she's an awful person and she deserved to. Um,
Jail
yes,
charges, something. Shit.
fouled. Like she deserves to go to hell. Like
I mean, she
she's
injured the
awful.
father, so shit. I
She
mean,
attacked
that's
a child over a
definitely
phone. Like who does
right.
that?
I think they said they're trying to get battery assault. What
She
is it called?
needs
Yeah,
to.
battery charges against the woman.
Yeah, she needs everything. She needs to be sued.
Yeah.
Beyonce and Jay-Z are such political people, and being that this is a person who has performed not only with them but also with Rihanna and I think
Mm-hmm.
Common, I hope they're standing by him. I hope that they're providing him with enough support, whether that's financially or whatever the case may be. I just feel
Right.
like this case is so close to heart, so I hope they're treating it as any case. But anyways, I hope he gets the justice and his son gets the justice that he deserves because that is just awful.
For sure.
Over a phone,
Um,
crazy.
yeah. It's really, really, really dumb. I wonder what the son's name is. Let me see if I can find it in here.
Wherever the son is, I hope he's just safe and I hope he's healing.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
where this woman is, I hope she's rotting. So
Yeah, for real. I know that bitch scared. That's why she hiding or whatever.
because my mom, me and her were talking about the situation. She actually knew about it before I did. And she
Mm-hmm.
was thinking that maybe it was someone who was famous or someone who belongs to a family well connected because her face is everywhere, including the part where her face is unmasked. I've seen
Yeah,
photos. So it's just like, how do y'all not found a Twitter page or Instagram? Like, how's it
something
like something someone would have said something. So my mom thinks that she comes from a very powerful family or something like that,
probably.
just because the fact that she has not been identified. And imagine me and my mom were talking about this about 3 days ago, 4 days ago,
Yeah.
something like that. So, and
Okay.
she still
Yeah.
has yet to be found as far as my knowledge goes.
Yeah, she's definitely probably being protected at this point.
So yeah, that was a terrible moment of 2020. Yeah, because this happened in 2020. A great moment that happened in 2020. Remember that lady that got attacked? That got attacked. Oh no, I think we talked about that already.
The Target lady,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think okay, we did talk about that. Okay, what's another 2020 moment that was good?
Protests were great.
Yeah, protesting was
I hope this
great.
continues into 2021.
I hope we actually get justice for
Yeah,
once.
I agree.
Um, I don't
Um,
know. I mean, Nicki Minaj had a baby. That was kind of a Big moment. She got married.
Yeah.
Meek Mills decided to put fries on his legs while he was swimming.
What the fuck?
Have you not seen that photo? That photo is so weird to me.
I have not seen that photo.
Where he was literally in the swimming pool with fries, like McDonald's fries was on his legs, and I was so
Not
confused.
McDonald fries.
Have you
Oh
not
my
seen
god.
that?
I
I
have
think that happened in
not.
2020. If it didn't, it was a weird moment and it's not spoken about enough.
Yeah.
um,
Wow, it's like 2020 was so fucking long, yet I have no memory of it anymore.
I know it was so fucking long. Like I
Yeah.
really get it mixed up with things. I mean, quarantine happened. Um, Trump is still calling the coronavirus the China disease or the China.
China
I couldn't
virus.
believe the China virus. I honestly could not believe that he actually calls it that, but I've seen it on his Twitter page multiple times,
Yeah.
and it absolutely is true.
I'm not surprised. He
Um,
is just,
awful.
that's just his personality, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some scandals that happened in 2020. Bon Appetit. I don't know if you know that
Who
YouTube.
the fuck is Paul Appetit?
It's a YouTube page. They came out as like racist. They're like a food page on YouTube.
Really?
I don't know. I was just thinking about it. It just came into my mind. But they came out as like, I don't know. They just discriminatory against paying their colored people of color on their team the same prices. So that
Okay.
scandal happened. I know it had to be a scandal with the Kardashians. I don't know what it was, but I know
Um,
Kanye West lost his fucking mind.
yep. They were gonna get divorced, but that didn't happen, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot all about
Uh,
that. He ran for president, which was so fucking stupid and a waste
weird?
of time.
Yeah.
And anyone who voted for him is an absolute idiot.
Yep.
What else even happened? I feel like Rihanna did put out an album. That was a scandal.
World War III happened this year.
With who?
World War III on Twitter.
I'm trying to think.
The World War III memes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It was like the beginning, like January last year.
Shit, Shane Dawson got exposed. That was a good
Yep.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
He got talked about by fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, which was huge.
Yep, because he was talking about her child, Will
But he's
Smith.
probably gonna. He's kind of, like we talked about. I think in the previous podcast, he is.
Yeah, he's already rebranding.
Yeah, he's already started. He's
Yeah.
engaged now, and they're gonna have a wedding, probably on YouTube or some shit. That's gonna get
Oh,
people back
wow.
interested. I think he's engaged. That might be a lie. Sorry, guys.
No, I think I did hear about that.
I'm not good at keeping up with
He
stories anymore.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what other scandals were missing. Oh, the Harvey Weinstein. Did that happen in 2020?
No, I don't
How
think
about the
so.
guy who the Jeffrey Epstein? Did that happen?
That happened this year. Yup.
That was crazy.
That was definitely crazy. Very scandalous, very
Fucking scary.
conspiracy. Yeah, like a lot of like mystery around it. Definitely that man was taken out. I don't care what anybody says. That man was taken out.
Yeah, I haven't seen a documentary on that just yet. I've been wanting to watch it, but to me, it's too real for me. I work with teenage girls, kind of that go through similar things, and at
Hmm.
my part-time jobs. So it was very hard. Even hearing the stories is very close to heart to me. So I
Yeah.
can't deal with. I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with necessarily that. But I am into true crime. Me and Ars talked about doing something with true crime on the podcast. So,
Yes.
um,
Leave a comment down below if you want to see true crime from us.
please do and like, subscribe. We're gonna do that all at the end, but I just want to mention
Yes.
it while we're ahead. But yeah, 2020 definitely had a lot of scandals and a lot of good times, as we spoke before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was a rough year that nobody expected, nobody was ready for.
not
But
at all.
we survived. If you're here, you did it. I am proud of you. Don't be hard on
Yes, leave up
yourself.
positive affirmations.
Period. And we are going to get through 2020 and we are going to beat coronavirus.
2021. Yes, we're absolutely gonna beat it. I don't know. 2021. I don't know if we've spoken about this earlier on the podcast, but these last few days have not been necessarily great for me.
Hmm.
Um, Me and Arch, we definitely kind of hung out on New Year's Eve, kind of, sort of, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the great opening to 2021, personally speaking.
Mhm.
And it was a real first days, especially even today was kind of rough. And I didn't get out of bed
Yeah.
till like almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, and you know me, I'm an early bird, so I'm up at like 8. I'm
Yeah.
usually woke 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, because I start getting ready for work at that time. But yeah, so
Right.
it's been quite rough lately. But I'm not gonna let any of these demons kind of win.
Yeah.
Um, just trying to stay positive, guys. I mean, I know it's hard, but 2021 is as good as we can
Make it.
make it, really.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
don't let the depression or anxiety win.
Yes, don't let depression kitty get to you.
Fight through that shit. Keep going. Don't let things stop you.
Mhm. Yeah.
As a
Do you
person,
watch Big Mouth?
I do not watch Big Mouth.
Okay.
The only time I've ever watched Big Mouth is one day Kennedy. This happened like years ago. This when the
Mhm.
show first came out. It was like season 1. It was like literally the week it came out because it was the first thing I seen when I logged into Netflix. And it came out, and Kennedy was spending like Kennedy's my little cousin. If you guys don't know, and I just wanted her to be quiet and watch TV while I sleep. So I turned it on, and I woke up kind of like mid sleep, and I heard cussing, and I was like, "What's going on?" And it was like literally Big Mouth talking about like it was the first episode. On the first episode, I feel like they're talking about porn or something.
Yeah.
It's something like that, and I was like,
Probably.
"What is Kennedy watching right now?"
Yep.
And
Yeah, that show
Kennedy
is definitely not for
and
kids.
Kennedy at the time had to be like, I want to say like no more. She's 6 at this point, I think. She's 5 or 6 right now.
Mhm.
Um, Someone said Kennedy was about like 2 or 3 at the time,
Mhm.
and it just wasn't a good look. You know.
Yeah.
Thank God
But
I woke up and just
right.
during the first episode turn that shit off because I was like Kennedy's gonna be scarred for life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's learning about blowjobs and porn when she's 2 or 3. So,
Oh my god. But yeah, that's where I got the depression kitty thing from cuz they have like their hormone monsters on there.
oh wow, I didn't know
Um
that.
yeah, and then the depression kitty like she's a literal like big like a big cat who comes and like comforts you
Hmm.
and makes you want to like go to sleep and stuff. And then the girl like has to her name is Jessie and she has to like fight the kitty to like go and do things.
Oh
And then
wow.
there's also like a anxiety mosquito that like literally buzzes around you as you're going
Anxiety
about
is
your day.
literally like a mosquito, actually.
Yeah. So you should watch the latest season because yeah, it's pretty good this season, I think.
I mean, I can say that I'm gonna watch it, but I'm really bad at watching TV shows. Like Arch is bad at listening to music. I'm bad about committing to TV shows.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds very accurate as someone who works in mental health. Um, that shit is super fucking real, and I encourage everyone to just work on getting proper coping, healthy coping skills because it's
For
definitely
sure. Yeah.
gonna be more beneficial. But yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely try to check it out. But I'm bad at watching TV shows again.
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
I feel you. Can we talk about The Office being taken off of
Oh my
Netflix?
goodness, can we really?
Like,
Because
what the fuck?
that really was like the cherry on top of a shitty 2020.
It really, really fucking was. And like, I don't know about you guys, but I watch The Office when I go to sleep, and it's like a comfort at the end of a long day. I even like watch it while I'm driving, like listening to it, obviously not watching it. Like I'll have it playing in the background. Sometimes I used to watch it at work.
I totally agree. The Office. I know The Office is not. It's not a humor. It's not the type of show that I thought I would be into. But I got into it probably about a year and a half ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like a year and a half ago. Probably closer to year and a half to 2 years ago. And I just really got into it, and it's been a show that has been very closely to me. So it's kind of
Yes.
sad that it got taken off of
Oh.
Netflix, and it's on this app called the Peacock or whatever the fuck that
And I'm
is.
not paying for another motherfucking subscription.
Listen, my Fire Stick is already fucking broken. I'm gonna find a way to get it free. Um, because I just feel like, listen, like I want to watch the fucking Office. It's very, I know, and not everyone gets the humor, but it's very just like, I don't know. It's very close to my heart for me.
Yes, me too. Me
I
too.
also like Arch. I also watch it near bedtime. It's kind of just a
Yep.
show that's kind of always kind of in the background of when I'm just like maybe I'm doing homework or I'm on social media and I just need something in the background. And The Office has always been
Yes,
there, so it's kind of set
me
us off.
too.
I've been wanting to rewatch season 7 because season 7 is a season that I haven't seen as often as the other seasons.
Mhm.
But I just didn't get around to it, and I'm very sad about it. You know.
Yeah, me too. I know on Peacock I was watching it last night before going to sleep, but they only let you watch like certain episodes for free.
Oh wow, I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah,
I also actually heard that they have some exclusive behind the scenes clips that's never been premiered on TV
they do.
show. So I'm kind of
Yep.
interested in that because The Office is such a good show for me. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
know
it
it's kind
really
of has
is.
weird quirky humor, but it
I
just
know people on Twitter drag people for watching or The Office. They're like, now that The Office is off of Netflix, you can go and get a personality finally. And I
wow.
was like, first of all, bitch.
I think that's because some people even well, some people just suck the life out of things. And it
Yeah,
makes it where it's like that's why J. Cole listeners get dragged a lot because J. Cole listeners sometimes like to make it seem like J. Cole is this super deep guy that not many people understand. So
right.
people drag them for that. And I think that's the same with The Office. People that are fans of The Office always kind of have this kind of thing of saying like, "Oh, if you don't get it, you're just not that smart" or something like that. So I just feel
Yeah.
like kind of have the same essence as that. So yeah, I get why people drag The Office because people that watch it are kind of obnoxious with it, kind of how J. Cole listeners are.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I love The Office though. I'm never gonna stop
Yeah.
loving it. I probably will
Me
end up
too.
getting Peacock because I love it so much.
Me too. Even though I don't want to pay for another subscription, but I think I'm gonna have to because it's just so it's comfort, and I need that comfort at the end of a long day,
Who doesn't need that comfort? Like if you find
right?
something that really like relaxes you and puts you in like a good spirit, you're gonna hold on to that. Whether it's The Office, whether that's a
Exactly.
Chloe and Halle album, whether that's a good cigarette, whatever it may be.
Not a good cigarette.
Listen, even though I don't support cigarette smokers, a lot of the people I work with smoke cigarettes as a coping
Right.
skill. And at the end of the day, if it's gonna calm you down and it's gonna get you back to your
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Neutral state, mental
Yeah,
state, whatever.
I'm gonna I'm
Peace.
gonna take you where what I can get. You know,
Right. Yeah.
so
All
we call
right.
it the baseline. That's what I was thinking, baseline.
The baseline. Okay.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely is sad to see the Alphas go for Netflix, but I'm sure I'll find it on a Fire Stick app or on Peacock. So
Yeah. There you go.
it is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is. We will overcome this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much wraps up our third episode.
Yes.
I can't believe we're actually on our third episode so far. It seems like
That's
it's going
crazy.
so fast, but we're literally on
Mm-hmm.
number 3, and this is an episode again that we have recorded twice
I
in its
hope
entirety.
we do not have to record it again. I pray. Please, God.
Pray, guys, again, we have recorded the entire episode twice.
Yeah.
Not like 20 minutes of it, the entire
The
hour to
entire
two
thing.
hour episode. So it's been a definitely long journey, but we're excited to put this out. We did decide to take some time
Yes.
off. We were super busy around the Christmas time. Ours was,
Yeah.
we didn't even talk about Christmas actually. Our weekend
I
update.
think we did.
We,
We did.
did we talk about what we got for Christmas and shit?
Oh, we did not
Or
talk
what we
about what
did
we
for
got for
Christmas?
Christmas, but we did talk about what we did.
Oh yeah, because your family had a party.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so we did take some time off because we were busy around that time. So we're excited to be back and be more consistent. We
Mm-hmm.
realized that this isn't the normal date when things come out. What day is it actually?
Shit, it's
It's
Sunday.
Sunday. Well, Sunday. It's Sunday morning, and we normally put the episodes on Wednesday, so it's not. It's gonna be a little weird timing, kind of. But we're
Yeah.
it's the holiday season, so please bear with us.
Yes. And plus, we don't get paid for this. So, um, we kind of have to like fit it into our schedule when we can, where we can, until this does become, you know,
Profitable.
profitable or whatever. So, thank you for your patience. Please do follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our Instagram handle is Lost in Our 20s with an S podcast, and our Twitter page is Lost in Our 20s with an S pod.
Yes.
And yeah, please support us. We will support you back,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, if you are, also starting off with a podcast or whatever it is you do, your line of work. We would love to support you back. And yeah, leave us if you're listening to this on YouTube, like it, subscribe, share with your family and friends. We definitely want to just support one another. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely new to this, so we're open to supporting other small creators. Did we mention our YouTube page?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you can find us at Lost in Our 20's podcast on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We're on SoundCloud. We're working on getting to distribute it to other sites like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're
Mm-hmm.
having some issues with that for whatever reason. We thought it would be
Yeah.
happening sometime this week, but we're on our third episode and it's just still not happening. So we're gonna definitely get to figuring out what's going on with that.
Yeah.
So definitely be patient with us. But if you need to know any updates, definitely look at our Twitter and Instagram page as previously
Yes.
mentioned.
Mm-hmm. And sponsors, you can also reach out to us on any platform, really, social media platform, or our email, which will be listed down below.
Yes, our email is lost in our 20s podcast with an S at 20s podcast at gmail.com. It's listed in all our social media sites, I believe. I know it's in our YouTube and I know it's in our Twitter. I don't know about Instagram.
Yeah. Let me see if it's on our Instagram. No, we'll put it on there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, definitely continues to support. We love you guys and we appreciate everything you guys are doing and supporting us. So, yeah.
All right. Well, this wraps up our episode. We'll see you next week.
Bye.